Today is Tuesday.
Let's get this radio show up and running.
Good morning, good morning.
I don't even know what that music is, to be honest. Oh, good morning. Now I do. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It looks so lonely in here. And dark and weird. Hold on. That's a little better. Happy Tuesday. It is the Morning Invasion, coming to you live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. I am Steve-O. And you've probably got about 150,000 questions because I've read them all. 505-585-LIVE if you'd like to hang out with me this morning on the old live line. My dear friend Brodus is on his way in. He's hanging out this morning. Show starts at 7, Joe. Show starts at 7! And that's right. The show starts at 7. I, of course, am going to be here. I've been here. Yeah. Rosie says it looks like I just rolled out of bed. And I feel like I just rolled out of bed, even though I've been here for a few hours, actually. So, rocking some music in the 6 o'clock hour. And my dear friend Brotis hanging out. Momentarily, I'm sure. I am sure. We are here. And yes, Jay Marie, it's cool. It's going to be okay. I'm going to start it by saying this. If you're wondering where Dexter is, like everyone that is asking right now, there's this thing called a sabbatical. Time off. A break. In ministry, you need them. So he's taking some well-deserved time off. So yes, it's true. He will be taking a break for a little bit. But I'm still here. So stop it. All you worrywarts, all you naysayers, all you... I don't even know the words, dude. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know the words. I don't. So I'm here. And thank you for hanging out with me. Morning, Javi. Thebes, if you would like to come in, that would be dope. Accepting friendships on air. Because, yeah. Let's see. Nope. Still not here. Facebook.com/star88FM. If you would like to join the show live there, you can also join us on YouTube.com/star88FM. Trisha saying, I've been waiting anxiously for you guys to come on. Feel like I haven't heard you all week. Well, that's good. It's Tuesday, and actually we were on yesterday. So we've been on. Yeah. Anyways. All the questions in the world. And basically, I just said it all. So there you go. Gonna move on. Is that cool? Can we? Yeah, my bro!
What is up, my bro?
Brodus is here.
What's up, dude?
Brodus is here.
So sometime between like yesterday and today, they decided to tear up Osuna.
Oh,
like my
dope.
speed route here.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting detoured through like these residential areas with speed bumps and stuff. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, I don't even know how to get. So there was one point where I was just like, I took the detour, not the official detour, but my detour.
Yeah.
And so I took the detour and I was like, this will put me back on the street. But then it was still like just one way because the other side's torn up. So I looked around and I was like, So I straight up drove the wrong way in the wrong lane. And then to get to past the barrels.
Gosh, dude.
But yeah, dude, I'm like, what's up with that? So I got to figure out a new thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, welcome.
Thanks.
You know what? That works out because I'm trying to figure out a new thing. So I'm not going to lie. I'm really glad that I got you in here because I'm like, I can only stall for so long. talking to myself gets really boring really fast.
Oh, really? 'Cause,
Yeah.
That's a conversation that I'm pretty sure has never ended in your mind. Your inner monologue.
Oh, man.
Like the Oscars, you know, like they've been playing the music for you to get off the stage for
Yeah.
that your inner monologue forever.
And
you
it just,
don't
I
go.
just keep going. I don't even care. I don't even care. Dude, hey, happy Tuesday.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
It's tax day.
Dude, I was up till late last night.
I know.
Dude. And every year, man, I'm like, you know what? Next year, I'm going to do it like right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did not happen, dude. I was up till the last minute.
I don't understand.
Well, it's because I got like 2 Schedule C's, right? I have like my band business, which is basically should be downgraded to a hobby because I don't do that, you know? And then my wife's like photography and voice reads.
Yeah.
So I do all that stuff. And so, you know, it's just kind of like complicated and it just takes a while and it's all this stuff. And so yeah, dude, I was like getting down with TurboTax like through most of the evening and then finally filed it. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
You know, I've got some
I was trying to find if
friends.
there was any cities in the state like Los Alamos that like maybe burned down this year again.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I could claim that again extension.
See, I'm just saying. Like, but good news, guys. If you haven't done it yet, I have an announcement that may help you.
And now an important message from the U.S. Department of Procrastination. Today is the deadline to file your 2017 taxes. You now have precious little time to gather the necessary forms, receipts, and pay stubs to file an honest and accurate tax return.
Yeah.
But you know what? Life is short, and you should take these last few hours before the deadline to relax. Enjoy some downtime.
That's true.
Perhaps do a little fly fishing.
Heck yeah.
Besides, what's the worst that could happen? Sure, an audit, hefty fines, potential imprisonment, a knock at the door from some well-meaning IRS agents. But would that kill you? So relax. There's still plenty of time to slam things together in the panic-filled minutes before midnight. Until then, listen to this station and enjoy the last few hours of living in total and utter denial.
That's right.
After all, you've earned it. And sorry for not getting this information to you sooner. It's one of the pitfalls of working for the U.S. Department of Procrastination.
Yes. That's right.
Dude, I've been working for them, but not getting a check.
I know.
Man.
Yesterday,
that
Brodus,
was me.
Brodus was like, dude, I'm going to be there early so we can like get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
First day hanging with you for a little bit. And
then after my normal job, because I work at Prez, I actually have a real job. I'm here just helping out.
Yeah.
And so I get back, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll jump right into the taxes. But then the new like 4K little receiver that I got on the deal of the day came in. And so I'm just like, Julian, let's like figure this out. And like none of my cables are compliant. So like nothing's working. I'm trying to like patch in all the wires. Is that one the front left speaker? How do we get sound out of it?
dude.
And so we were just setting up the receiver. We only got one thing working, but yeah.
You got a haircut yesterday? Oh, see, somebody
No,
said
I
nice
just lock
haircut.
it high and tight.
You actually, you
Yeah,
just
so
did your hair.
I go to a barber, dude. I go.
Okay.
I go to these like one of the dudes used to work here. His name's
oh,
Walter.
yeah.
Yeah, I go to these dudes that are like former like gangsters, right? That found Jesus, dude, for reals, dude. And so it's like a barber place, and it's really cheap to get a haircut. But the thing is, you got to wait.
Right.
Like there's people in line, but that's the whole experience. You like sit and you talk and you chat. And, you know, they give everyone just a good amount of time, and they do an amazing job. But Walt and Rich, these guys that run this place called Goodfellas, yeah, dude, they are straight up like ex-thugs, right?
Right.
And so, but they love Jesus. But listen, don't make no mistake. If you mess with them,
They will end you.
They will fall into sin, cross your chin. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't mess with them.
Yeah.
But they're awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love it.
I'm going to see Gad Attack today. That's why my hair looks
nice.
like this.
I can't swing. That's like special occasion cut for me.
Yeah.
Because those are my bros, and I never want to like, you know, I always like try to, if I have to go down there, I'm like, hey man, you guys got any computer stuff that needs fixed, you know? So I'll try to like barter something, you know, because I'm like a charity gig for them.
Yeah.
But they're my friends, and I love them, and I know that they would do whatever for me. But I try not to take advantage of that too often.
I do. I take advantage of it all the time.
I only do it like special occasion. Yeah. So
This is a special occasion.
what's your special occasion?
You're on the radio with me.
so you should get a haircut.
I should get a haircut.
Oh, way to clean up.
We've got, way to
we're
on
clean up
YouTube
nice.
now and Facebook, and I just,
Yeah. Yeah, well, you do look pretty rough, dude.
I do.
I've seen better heads on cabbage. So I don't know when your neck threw up, but yeah, you should like take care of that.
I'm going to at some point. Got a lot going on, bro.
Yeah?
Got a lot going on. It's
Yeah, I
tax
hear you.
time. It's crazy.
You already did yours, you said.
I know, and I'm kind of mad because I didn't even realize that, so you've got, local, small business stuff,
Yeah,
and
do
you
you,
can write stuff
yeah,
off.
my wife has a business and I have a business, so I can
Gosh.
write stuff off.
So, did you know that not only can you, write stuff off, donations count?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
And this whole time, I've been holding on to 3 things that apparently would give me a lot of cash. Check this out.
The tax deadline is here. Remember, you can write off charitable deductions. This year, donate your kids
What?
to charity. Face it, they just use your Wi-Fi, beg for money, and eat your food.
dude.
By donating your child to charity, you'll be able to deduct whatever you think they're worth. It doesn't matter about their age, grade, or size. Pickup is easy and free. You'll even get a vacation voucher for a romantic getaway for 2 to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Instead of
To make
spending your
more.
summer vacation at some theme park with thousands of other screaming urchins.
Exactly.
Give your kids to the Charitable Deduction Network and get a bigger refund this year. One that you can share with your husband or wife and have peace and quiet and more money again.
Gosh.
Is that brought to you by Gypsies of America?
I didn't know.
Wow.
I didn't know, and I already did my
Yeah.
taxes.
Oh,
Next year.
dude, next year.
Next year.
Cashing out. Do you ever have that thing though, when you're, I used to call it writing off, but tax when you're writing stuff off, sometimes I think of it as socially and like a New Year's resolution where you have some friends that you're like, you know what, dude, I'm writing them off. It's like I'm giving away. I'm not paying for any of this anymore. Sometimes you just got to switch out your friends. Right?
Man.
I have a handful of friends.
Yeah.
You being one of them.
Yeah.
I can count on my hands the friends that I have plenty of acquaintances.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about people that are the super friends. Sometimes you just got to write them off. It gets so here's my thing.
Yeah.
I came up with this, but it boils down to everything in life, whether it's professional relationships, personal relationships, anything. You can figure out any relationship in your life by a measure of 2 things. They either want something for you or from you.
I like that.
And so the people that want something from you, it might not necessarily they just want you to be in the background of their lives, right? Yeah, but it's always kind of about them.
Yeah.
And then the people that want things
I've heard of those
for
people.
you, that are happy when you do something well, or they're not afraid to tell you something to challenge you.
Yeah.
Not so that you can be the way they want, but so that you can be better. And so I've decided that everything, and it's a challenge for me too. I got to remember, hey man, am I being a for you friend, or did I just be from you to that friend? And so all that to say is that the for yous are the keepers. The from yous, right off. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving them the Heisman, the 1040 easy. You know what I'm saying? Easy out.
I love it.
Do you like that football term right there?
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's like the statue where he's pushing someone away. He's like, "Get off me, dog!" And so that's what we would say whenever somebody was if there was somebody in high school that kind of liked you and you thought they were gross.
Yeah.
Now it'd be called harassment if they talked to you. Right. But then it was just no way, dude, I gave him the Heisman. And you do the pose, where you're pushing away. And that's the only thing I knew about football. This trophy had this dude in a pose he's trying to push you away.
Yes.
So whenever you're trying to avoid someone, you're no, dude, I'm giving them the Heisman.
I love it. Oh my gosh. This is how we know we're real friends. We can
Right?
go a month or so without talking because life.
Yeah.
And you've got those needy friends that don't understand.
Because there's no friendship bills, right? There's no net 30. There's no hey man, you haven't called me, and
We haven't spoken in 6 days.
Mom's worried. Well, yours because mine's dead. But if your dad was here, he'd be worried. And so, I mean, well, maybe not because he's a criminal plane flyer, but you know what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah. No, I know.
Feels so good to make jokes about your dad, and you make jokes about my mom.
That's cool.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's pretty great. We're
I
there.
just love it. No one else can.
Dude, speaking of people being dead, did you hear the sad news about Harry Anderson?
From Harry and the Hendersons?
No, bro. Tell me you watched one of the best shows from back in the day. In Night Court.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it before. Which one was he?
Wait, what? That's not, dude, Night Court.
Dude, I wasn't old enough to be like, oh, dude, this is my sitcom.
You're way older than me, bro, and
No, that
I
was like-
watched it.
Oh, man, that's because you probably had parents that watched it.
No, my dad was already dead by that point. Gosh! That
But
was
your
my
mom didn't watch it?
babysitter. No, my mom was always working because she was a single mom trying to help us survive because he was dead.
Okay, so Night Court was your source of comfort.
Yes, dude.
So which one was he? Was this the bald guy, the
No,
bailiff?
Bull? No, that was not bailiff. He was the lead, bro.
The judge?
Harry Anderson. Yeah,
Oh, he seemed really nice.
he seemed really, really nice.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
I know. Night Court star Harry Anderson, sadly, found dead in his home in Asheville, North Carolina yesterday morning. He was only 65.
That's
People are dying younger,
that's
bro.
young.
How does that make you feel? I'm going to say so many great words when you're dead. Oh, gosh.
Oh, dude. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, let's agree on some cool things you'll say about me.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I lived
we
a
won't think of it
rougher
right
life,
now.
so I could go first.
Well,
You've got to make people laugh, though, because
you
everybody's
have to
going to be
make people
crying.
laugh.
So
Yes.
you've got to be funny.
You're like, well,
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I was paid to be a kid and a man-child for way longer than he was.
Yeah.
And so I just felt like that childlike wonder that I still have, that I hope he found it again in heaven or in purgatory or wherever, or in whatever, like the third Left Behind book says you go. And so.
Oh, yeah, dude. A lot of people did react to his death on Twitter. Marky Post, who was co-star on Night Court, said she was devastated. John Larroquette said he was heartsick. And Marsha Warfield said, "Rest in peace, Harry the Hat. You were my friend." Dude, he was a street hustler and a magician before he turned to comedy, because he was always just kind of, if you watch the show, he had magic tricks and he was like super cool. But that's really how he got his start, was on the streets.
Wow.
Yeah. He had guest appearances on Cheers, where he played a con man, Harry the Hat, which led to his starring role on Night Court, which ran from 1984 to 1992.
Wow.
It ran for a while, bro. Just saying.
So he was like all David Blaining it before this?
Pretty much. But like
Gotcha.
on the streets.
Oh, right.
And he also played Richie in the original 1990 miniseries version of Stephen King's It.
Oh.
What?
I didn't see that.
Did you see the new one?
No.
What?
Dude, I don't watch scary movies.
Yeah, you really
dude.
don't. You really don't.
Oh my gosh, dude, I scream and yell.
I really want you to see A Quiet Place, but not with me.
I know. I think I might go see it with my buddy Maddie.
Okay.
Maddie G.
Coming up,
Or
we
C, sorry.
definitely
Do I have a
have to
Maddie
talk
G?
about this. A
Maddie
Maddie G?
Carlson. I just
Yeah.
meant Gangsta, but
Yeah.
Matt Carlson.
Maddie C?
Yeah, Maddie C.
Okay. Y'all have fun. I won't be there.
I'm gonna, dude, it's gonna be bad.
We have to talk about this coming up, because Brodus and I, it's rare we get to catch movies together, and then every time we finally get to catch a movie together, I remember why I don't want to catch a movie with you.
See, the reason you don't want to catch a movie with me is the reason a lot of people want to catch a movie.
Yes, most
Like,
people love
most
this.
people want to drag me to these, like Jason Smith all the time. Dude, I want you to come see this with me. Don't worry, it's not going to be that scary. It's not going to be that scary. And the last time someone talked me into something like really scary, let me tell you, it was Event Horizon.
Yeah, no.
A sci-fi movie
No.
that had a little tinge of horror. No, vice versa, mostly horror, a little bit of sci-fi, and I straight up ran my butt into church the next day, dude, and got it right. Serious, dude.
You know what? Let's just talk about this, because
I was docking that evil spaceship and leaving it at the cross, bro.
dude,
The cross has a space dock.
Was that where you found your voice in the cinema?
In the
Was at Event Horizon?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because I didn't really yell out loud because it wasn't about like start jumps. It was more like Shining type stuff.
That
like,
was more like eternal salvation and burning in hell.
Yeah, there wasn't like a monster. It was like evil itself. Scary. And so I was just like, dude, I know someone who straight up got saved because of that movie.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, straight up, dude. So anyway, I don't know if they meant for that, but it was messed up. Don't watch it.
Dude, here's the thing. People want to enjoy a movie experience differently. Brodus is a screamer. He jumps. What was I can't even remember the last movie we saw together. And people were cracking up, even though it was like a serious movie. Because you're like,
well, whenever it pops out, it could be like a normal, like fun action movie.
Yeah.
But then they have like something pop out, and then I get so mad, and then I go into this total state of lawlessness, and I can't control which fingers are going up or not, with my hands. It's like involuntary, and I'm like, what is you? Why? And so it's bad.
Oh man,
it's bad, and so
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. Coming up in like 10 days, there's a new Avengers movie.
Oh, I know. That looks awesome.
Avengers Infinity War, and it's probably going to be like the greatest movie of all time. And we had talked off air about like, hey man, we got to see this one together. And I'm like, I don't know. But then I was inspired. I was inspired by a brave man who wrote down ground rules to his girlfriend for seeing Infinity War with him.
What did he say?
And I think I'm pretty stoked on this. Avengers Infinity War is like, let's be real, guys. It's going to be the biggest deal in the history of movies.
Right. And so nerd dudes are going to want to go see it, but the ones who have like actually stepped away from their consoles and talked to a girl, and have girlfriends.
They have girlfriends and
it's
or
very
wives.
possible that your significant other could ruin the movie for you.
Yeah. So here's the deal, my bro.
Okay.
The HDB. The culmination of 10 years and 18 Marvel films leads to this one movie, Avengers Infinity War. There are dozens upon dozens of superheroes from the Marvel Universe. And one dude was like, listen, all must be right for my movie experience. So, girlfriend, if you are going to see this with me, here are my ground rules. And the reactions on Twitter have been very, very mixed.
All right, what's rule number 1?
If his girlfriend is to see Avengers Infinity War with him, number 1, I'll buy you whatever you want before the movie, candy, popcorn, drinks, even a hot dog. But you cannot ask for anything during the movie.
Right.
It's a good rule.
Right.
It's a good rule.
Yep.
I make sure, like, before the movie, if I have my kids with me, it's like, hey, bro, do you need to pee?
Yeah.
No?
Handle
cool.
your business
We're
now.
going anyways. And inevitably,
Okay.
Brody's like, but I don't need to. And I'm like, Brody,
Go.
we're going to go pee.
Yeah.
I'm taking you with me. And then I'll stand there, and then, like, all of a sudden, it's like, don't go chasing waterfalls, like, in the urinal.
Okay,
And I'm like,
okay.
see? Okay.
All right.
You needed to pee.
Right. All right.
I was going to get stuck halfway through the movie missing something.
That's pretty smart. And so, okay, so rule number 2 he says, no talking during the movie.
None!
I can't be distracted. You got questions? Write them down. I'll answer it when it's over. But you can't be like watching it and all of a sudden, he looks like Jeff. Right? Like, or just something like that.
Dude.
What? Why is that funny?
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, just don't. Yeah, you can't.
Here's the deal. Like, I get it. It's a Marvel movie. There's been 18 other movies leading up to this. There's a lot to take in and a lot to bring with you. But don't be that person that's like, okay, wait, I'm sorry. Which one's the purple one?
Oh.
What's the purple one again?
This isn't Gattaca?
Because I'm telling you, nobody wants to answer your questions in the movie.
Why doesn't he just use the Force? Dude,
Come on, people.
So I'm with you on this movie stuff, but I'm just going to tell you that I'm never going to like really nerd out with you about the comic book stuff. Like we're in common, but you're kind of a super comic nerd, so I'm going to draw the line there.
I mean,
But anyway, let's keep going with these rules.
I
'cause these
know,
are good.
right?
Okay.
Oh, man. We got it. So many people chiming in. Facebook. Kim says she's got her tickets for opening night, taking her son and youngest daughter. So excited. Stephanie says, no, not my captain. What? Get out of here. This is going to be the best version of Captain America. Which, by the way, coming up, we got to talk about this. There are actual Vegas odds. No spoilers, because I don't want to ruin anything. But there are Vegas odds on which Avenger is going to die. It's a dark film, guys.
Whoa.
Contracts are over. People have been doing these movies for so long, they're like,
They want
just
something else.
kill me
All right.
so that I can be in another movie. Number 3. This is, by the way, a list of rules that a boyfriend set forth for his girlfriend if she is to accompany him to see Avengers: The Infinity War film.
No hand holding.
No hand-holding!
It'll distract me and I'll miss things I've waited 10 years to see.
Yep.
Save your cooties until post credit scenes. Kissing also applies.
This is so true. Listen, you ain't nobody got time.
There's no
for
PDA,
PDA,
flick.
bro.
Yeah.
This is Avengers: Infinity War. I am glued to the screen. I don't have time for you. However, on the flip side, rule number 4, which is a good one, if a main character dies, we cry together. If you ain't crying, you walking home. I need you invested in this.
I don't know about that one. But yeah. Number 5. If you cancel the movie date, I'll need 24 hours notice so that I may replace you with a suitable viewer, most likely Jesse. If you cancel last minute and I have to watch alone, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
That's good.
What's up, dude? It was
That's
like
good.
this dude who
That's
tweeted
good.
yesterday.
I like that.
Who got ghosted,
Yes, dude.
right?
Listen, it's a big deal. It is Captain America. It is Iron Man. It is Thor. It is the Guardians of the Galaxy and Black Panther. And you've got Vision in there. And you've got Scarlet Witch. I can't even name. There's so many characters. It's a big deal. Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. And I'll stop. Number 6.
All right, here's the big one.
If a crazy white guy wants to come up in there and trying to ruin the movie by shooting at people, I need you to
my
take him
gosh.
down quickly and keep him under control. Wait until after the movie to call the police. I don't need the commotion interrupting the movie.
Okay, that's too soon. But okay. First off, this guy's a total wuss that he wants his girlfriend to neutralize the threat during the Avengers movie where everyone should be inspired to be heroes.
Yeah, bro.
That's an awful situation.
That is a terrible situation.
How about like if something happens, how about we duck on the floor and you call 911 and we'll just worry about getting refunds later.
I mean, but you don't want it like if you start a movie, it's like when you pee, you don't want to stop once you start because it stings.
Oh my gosh.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Why is this your life parallels? Just your functions.
Because you can sum up all of life and
Oh
existence
my gosh.
with stalls or urinals.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah. I don't know about these
He
rules.
did say following all rules will warrant a trip to your favorite ice cream place after the movie. Any questions? I mean, her response did, she had a raised eyebrow smiley face emoji, which means he probably already called Jesse and was like, Jesse, bro, she's bailing. I can't do this. I'm not even going to do this.
I'm not
So-
going to put our relationship through this.
The reactions on Twitter were pretty split. Some thought it was hilarious. Some thought they were warranted because it's Avengers Infinity War. And some people were like, bro, this is your girlfriend. Takes priority. I don't know. 505.
Who you watch a movie with can totally affect, like,
It can.
like you can see a great movie, but if you were someone with it's just like, it was okay, then that can just kind of ruin it, you know?
yeah.
Like when you and I saw Scott Pilgrim, that was amazing.
That was incredible.
And then I finally watched it with my wife, and she was like, it's what I
Oh.
thought it would be.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it just depends.
I'm telling you, make or break the movie experience. So I'm glad he laid down these ground rules. Now, people chiming in left and right. 505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. What are people saying on the old live line?
here we go. We got a nice, cool girl nerd who's saying that there'll be no drinks purchased at the showing of Infinity War. I can't take a chance on having to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
And I'm probably not taking husband. He's not a fan and talks during the movies on purpose.
See, that's the worst.
Yeah, no, that's not
Why
cool.
would anyone do that?
Yeah. Yeah, where's your shield now?
Oh, gosh.
Stupid stuff like that. Now, there's some movies you can yell at, like the midnight screening of, like, you know, The Shining or whatever, you know, like I went to one of
Where
those.
everybody's seen it 100 times
Yeah, they're like,
and you're all there together.
Are your family going to be okay with being, you know, locked up in this mansion, snowed into this mansion all winter?
Yeah.
He's like, they're going to be just fine. And everyone's like, no, they're not. You know, but that's different.
That is
meant for
different.
that, yeah.
Our boy Booty chimed in and said, guys' night out, leave the ladies at home. That way we can all watch without hearing, what happened? Who is that? Why? Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you get the whole, I know you asked me about it last week, but since I forgot, if you still go tonight, I'm going to be mad. It's like,
Shout out to all the dudes who have like nerd wives or cool wives that are just like in it. Because Chrissy is
what?
like freaking out for
yeah,
this movie.
that's pretty legit,
So-
dude. There's more and more, which is really cool because it used to be really rare, like chick drummers, right? So like chick drummers, dude. Like
Hashtag time's up, bro.
Dude,
Hashtag me too.
I always tell like
It's a
my
new
daughter.
world.
I try to encourage my daughters, like, you know what, chick drummers, dude, are like super punk rock because. Like they don't. It's not even that they have to be that good.
Yeah.
It's just that whenever you see a girl drummer on stage, like all the dudes become like mystified. Like they don't because they don't know. They're intimidated. They're like, what does she know? Like she's like in our world and she's like doing it. And I was telling her, you know, that you know what's even more punk rock than a chick drummer? A chick mix engineer running the board. I was like, I've only seen that once in a great while.
Blindside.
And dude. That girl is like, the dudes would be terrified to talk to her.
Yep.
I was like, that's a girl that has power.
Blindside last
You know?
time they played Freedom
whole-
Fest. They had their own
Yeah.
like sound engineer, and it was a chick, and she
And
was
that-
like super punk rock.
Yeah. And that whole industry, man, you know, I would love to see just more ladies getting in there.
Yeah.
Because, man, they would have the upper hand. It's not as if people are like, no, we're not going to hire you. If a girl shows up and says, hey, I want to apply to be an engineer, I guarantee dudes would be like, oh, yeah. We want mystique and mystery.
You're into sound and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool. What's your favorite sound?
Yeah. And so, you know, someone who can talk gear and stuff. So we need more of that.
Phone lines are open 505-338-3700. Hello, welcome to the Morning Invasion.
Hey, this is Rochelle.
Hey, Rochelle.
So I'm in the opposite situation. I love the Marvel movies, and whenever I go with my boyfriend, we're in a long-distance relationship, so every time we see each other, we go to the newest Marvel movie. Last time it was Black Panther, and I had to lay down the law for him because every time we watch, he wants to explain things in case I don't get it.
Oh.
And
Wait,
so he
but-
leans over and starts talking. So last time I basically had to slap him on the shoulder and tell him to shut up.
Here's what you do. I mean,
Was he like trying to explain like that dance move where they're shrugging their shoulders? That
dude,
was like
come
my
on.
favorite part.
No.
That movie was so good. Wakanda Forever.
I'd be like,
Wakanda
oh
Forever.
yeah, come on that train and ride it. I was like,
such
what?
a good movie.
I was like, why the shoulder shrugging? Even on serious
bro,
situation, they're
it
like,
was
oh,
serious.
if your game is on, give me a call. Like they're all just doing the running man.
No! See, here's the thing. I feel you. I'm a super nerd. I've got some really good advice. You need to break up with him immediately.
Oh my god.
What?
No.
What? I'm just
No.
saying.
I love him enough that if he wants to nerd out during the movie, I will just kindly remind him that I'm nerding out too, but in silence.
Right. He thinks he's helping you, and it's almost insulting that he's just like,
Right.
you're, like you didn't see what
So
was on this huge screen in front of you.
That's T'Chaka. T'Chaka is the Black Panther's father.
Yeah.
In Civil War. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
and that plane is like floating.
I always tell him, honey, if you just be quiet during the movie, you can nerd out on me for like an hour afterwards. Just let me enjoy this.
Yes.
There you go.
Very
oh,
cool.
My
Very
gosh.
smart. Very
Rochelle,
smart.
thank you for the call.
Have a good day, guys.
You too. 585 Live. That's 505-585-5483 if you'd like to chime in. Talking about this dude who made a list of rules for his girlfriend to go see Avengers Infinity War with him. It comes out the 27th of this month. Dude, we're 10 days away.
Someone put, when you reserve your seats, place you and your hubby in different sections.
That is hilarious. Dude, this last weekend, Jack and I went to see A Quiet Place, and we got there a little late, which was still like 30 minutes early, and it was down to like the last 2 rows, like up front though. When was the last time you had to see a movie like that?
Dude, okay, the last time it was the worst, dude. The last time I had a front row seat to the left was for like Born Identity 2, which was all like handheld fighting.
Yeah.
I straight up thought I was gonna hurl, dude, because like they never got the camera. It was all trendy to be like handheld. And it's like they're doing these fighting. I don't even know what they're doing because the camera's all, and I was like seasick, dude. I couldn't stay.
I hate it because I think that can change your movie experience as well. Where you sit, the sound quality. Like last time you saw Ready Player One, you went in and
the sound was awful.
You straight up had to like go complain.
I walked out of the movie because I had left the movie 3 times to go try to get the sound fixed, and nobody could figure out why the sound was off. But what was going on was it was something kicked off. You could hear it right at the beginning of the little RPX, little intro before the movie, because the trailers were fine. But it was all, for those of you who like understand your audio stuff, it was all center channel and sub, which means dialogue and little booms, but like no background music, no like things. It just sounded off, but people were like confused. They didn't understand. But I totally knew what was going on. I just couldn't take it. So I know my friends that were there with me thought I was probably just being like super high maintenance. But it's like, I'm like an audio dude, so I get this. It's supposed to be a big deal, and like something's not right. And then the manager's like, well, the volume's up loud. And I'm like, dude, let me go. And so I went and walked into the other theater, the 3D one. I can't see anything because it's all blurry, but I could hear it. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
That's exactly, we did not hear that. So I'm like, dude, go check it out. We'll have to have a tech. So I'm like, I'm not doing
that.
this.
That just ruins the movie experience. Like when you went and
I
saw
read
it
the
again.
book and stuff, and so I was really looking forward to it.
You liked it though.
Yes.
It
I went
didn't
and
ruin it entirely.
That's why I left.
Okay.
Because I didn't want it to ruin it.
Right?
And so, yeah, so I did get to go see it again.
Dude.
It was awesome.
338-3700, the phone number, 505-338-3700. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. Hey guys.
What's up?
Okay, so I had an experience on an Avengers movie with my boyfriend, who is now my ex-boyfriend. But here's the thing. Here's what happened though. I was watching the Avengers for the very first time. I'd never even seen a movie. I don't even remember which one it was, but I never saw the movie. So I was like actually getting into it, and he could not stop explaining things to me. Yeah. I literally had to be like, shut up. I'm actually in the dude. And watch it. So I had to just go ahead and watch it by myself in order to actually enjoy it. But yeah.
That's the ex-boyfriend.
Do you think this was do you think this was the one of the straws that broke the camel's back? Can we attribute this to how the demise of the relationship?
Well,
was he being like, yo, Black Widow is straight up fine. Can I get some fries to go with that shake?
No, he was explaining to me like who the characters are.
Okay, good. At
and,
least he
like,
wasn't being
what
like,
they did. No, he wasn't being like a pervert like that. No.
Good.
But it was enough to break up with him. Well done.
Yeah.
Good job. Movies are important.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, they are important, but okay, that was my experience.
So
right,
the vibe I'm getting from the ladies that are calling in so far are like, hey, dudes, when we go with you, don't talk to us like we're stupid.
Right.
Right?
I feel like this is the litmus
test. We know how to watch a movie and pay attention. So don't sit there and explain to me. You make me feel like I'm 5.
Yeah.
Now, it's different. Like, how about you just wait till I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Telling you guys, this is how you figure out if you're going to make it. The litmus test for your relationship. Go see a movie together. How they respond to that movie. If you're not willing to spend the rest of your life dealing with that when you watch a movie experience, just go.
You know what? Another movie that is not good to watch in the front row?
Huh?
Captain EO.
Is that even still a thing?
No, I don't think
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh.
That was at the height of like Michael Jackson's crazy.
Well, they
dude.
brought it back a few years ago.
Did they?
Yeah, they straight up brought it back at Disneyland. For those that have no idea what Brodus is talking about.
At the height of Michael Jackson's popularity,
Yeah.
he did like his Moonwalker little movie, which is just a awful, horrific, like he turns into like a robot at the end or a robot cougar.
Here, you
Anyway,
know what? Forget
Captain
it.
EO
You're trying to
was like
explain
the-
it, and it's like it's hard to explain. I have the full film, so let's just. It's only about 17 minutes long.
But it had like 3D things,
we can just,
right?
Yeah,
that would, like,
we'll just
universe
watch.
of
Here we
good
go. We'll just watch this. It's just 17 minutes. It'll be fine.
No.
Do you have your 3D glasses? Where are they? Those giant yellow ones that they give you at Disneyland?
Oh, is it the
Where are they?
or is it
I
the
didn't
blue
get
and red ones?
No, it was the giant yellow ones because it was the first time I'd ever seen giant yellow 3D glasses. I can't find mine. They're somewhere around here. Yeah. Oh, let's just.
That's right. We'll be perfect, sir. By the book.
That elephant thingy. Oh.
Okay.
Man, remember MJ when he was. Okay. All right. We'll stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did EO even mean? Knowing him, it was just like a phonetic that he yelled.
That's way more Prince. That's
Okay,
like
Prince
Prince.
is That's Prince. But I guess, yeah. And he'd have like the fan blowing up.
Oh, man. Phone lines are open 505-338-3700, talking movies. And dude gave his girlfriend ground rules for singing Infinity War with him, and the reactions were pretty mixed on the old Twitters. But yeah, I'm stoked. I actually haven't got my tickets yet,
Me neither.
which is so dumb. I love that now you can, when you buy tickets, you actually reserve a seat.
That is actually genius.
Yeah, back in the
Because-
day, bro.
Because then you don't have to wait in a big
Oh.
old line. You got the seat.
It was awful. I remember seeing Terminator 2 in the aisle. Like Scotty and I sat in the aisle because there were no more seats. They oversold it.
Really? Like
Yeah,
like
dude.
an airline.
Like, seriously, like Four Hills movie theater when we were little kids. Yeah.
Four Hills. Yeah. Dude, that place was ghetto.
Four Hills?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
come on,
nice
yo.
for a minute.
It's so great.
What?
I grew up there.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying Four Hills. We all know Four Hills.
Yeah.
That's like old. That's like Glorietta Cash up there. that's like old. That's like old money.
Oh, man.
It's
Yeah.
like the new. It's like the next step. It's like the next evolution from Tanawan, right? Like Tanawan was a big old deal, but then they finally figured out that it was built like on a dumping land, like
I'm
a
so
landfill.
glad you said that. I was like,
It was
on an ancient Indian
Pet
burial
cemetery.
ground?
Yeah, no, it was built on a
Poltergeist.
landfill, and so you got these rubber tires in the ground that will slowly rise, and you can't stop them, and they're busting through people's
Is
foundations.
that real?
And stuff. Yeah, it's real.
Okay.
Somebody made it. Somebody made some cash on that. Dude. Gated community.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody on the live line said I'm a female and not into Marvel movies, but I get this dude's point. I think the guy who made the rule list was only making a point that he does not want to be disturbed during this movie and wants to feel and soak everything up. So I don't think
So he's just
people
saying,
need to
like,
get
hey,
hung up
maybe
on
you
making it a
shouldn't
big
go
deal.
with this. Maybe you
Right.
shouldn't think of this as like.
She even said,
oh,
I think
this
it's
is our
funny.
date.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
funny. He wants to enjoy the movie. I
Yeah.
don't know. Dude, I can't wait.
It's like I don't need to go see Anne of Green Gables 7 or whatever, whatever happens. So, or I don't need to see I didn't watch the Gilmore Girls revamp.
Yeah.
First off, everyone talks way too fast. I don't even understand. But it's it's a girl thing. That's
Yeah,
cool. So I'm not, gonna step in and ruin it.
YouTube.com/star88FM if you'd like to hang out, watch us live. Tim on YouTube says, I hate reserved seating at the movies. Whatever happened to first come, first serve? But isn't that actually first come, first serve?
So what
because
you're saying
you
is
bought the ticket
Yeah.
weeks ago, like a concert?
So that's like saying, I love the cattle call of Southwest, but man, I would hate having to go Delta where I got to pick a seat right where I
man,
wanted.
I am so
Yeah.
glad you're saying this.
Yeah.
I always fly a certain airline, always. Probably because I have a credit card that gives me miles.
Yeah.
That rhymes with American.
Yeah.
And this weekend, Jack and I went out to Salt Lake City, and it was last minute, so we were trying to find the cheapest flight. We ended up flying Southwest. And I haven't flown Southwest in, I don't know, 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So I didn't put together, you have to check in right away.
Right, and to be in those boarding groups.
We were in like the last row every single flight. I had no idea. And so all of a sudden we're like getting back there and I'm realizing, Jack, we might not sit together, dude. Like it's scattered seating. Like by the time we got on there, like just so that everybody knows all that is left. Thank you. Yes. That is weird how he can do that. That's
if you're sitting next to a child or someone who's acting childish. Because they always try to do the funny safety messages.
How do you do that? I've known you like 18 years. I still can't. What do you do?
Dude, I can't tell you, man. It's like
it's just you cup your mouth.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I can't.
But yeah, dude.
So by the time we got on the flight, it was like, just please find the first available middle seat, as that's all that's left. And it was like, man. So I couldn't disagree more. I love reserved seating.
You're like, hey, Jack, just go have a seat by passenger 57 over there. No problem. Everything's going to work out great. I'll sit over here by this U.S. Marshal and just encourage him not to point the gun at you. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Phone lines are open, 505-338-3700 if you'd like to kick it with us just before the 8 o'clock hour. Coming up, dude, we've got much going on today.
Who is this dude?
Who is this dude?
I love him. Hilarious.
Yes, dude. His name
My
is
name's
Brotis.
Joey. Joey Belleville. I used to be on the morning show forever, back with Jenna, back with me, Steve-O, and Matt, the three amigos, and just me and Steve-O.
Yeah.
Me and Steve-O had a little stint on UPublic and the CW on U-Rock Albuquerque. But the thing is that we've been best friends for a really long time, so we've always found ways to exploit that and make it a job. I had left about maybe 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
Worked for Apple. We both worked for Apple, but I stayed with them, and then I went to work for Prez, which is who I work for now.
Yeah.
So while Dex is out on his fun leave or whatever, I'm helping out, filling in, and that's it. But I still have my normal job. I still work for Press. I got to cruise kind of early.
Yep.
And
you're the reason I'm here, though.
But I've been on the radio, and
I got a job because you were doing.
I'm
the morning
responsible
show.
probably for if you used to listen back in the day and you'd hear these funny voices that called in.
Yep,
that was me.
Oh my gosh, you haven't done those in years.
I know, and so yeah, I've been around, but I'm Joey. I'm but Steve-O calls me Brodus.
I call him Brodus.
Yeah,
we started calling each other Brodus, and then somehow that like kind of became your nickname more than mine. But like
mine became dude with the M's in front of it. Dude.
Yeah, dude. I love it. See, Jacob chimed in and said, I'm actually pretty stoked that reserved seating has become so widespread. It means I can pick my seat, take my time, and enjoy the show. Whatever. Movie, concerts. Like, I never understood, like, the general seating stuff and having to get there 17 hours early. I'm old now, man.
No.
Nobody has time for that. Let's take one more call before we go to break. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, snap. Brody Parker.
What
is up, my dude?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
good. Cool.
Well, I'm glad good's up.
Yeah. Dude.
What's up, Brody? It's Uncle Jojo.
Uncle Jojo's in studio.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? What do you want? This is awesome. It's good radio.
Chrissy's not doing a good job of telling him what to say.
I know. He usually calls in and hangs. What are you doing?
Hanging out at school.
Okay. And you somehow just got a hold of a telephone and thought you'd call the morning show.
They're not in school.
Oh, okay. So you're
Mama's office.
You're snuck into Mama's office.
So you just kind of are you just ditching?
He's the original Ferris Bueller.
So you're not in your class right now?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
But
great.
now today I get to talk about Iron Giant because I never get to.
Oh, dude. Ready Player One. Huge fan.
Iron Giant.
Uncle Jojo here's the reason I even know what Ready Player One is, because he's the one that told me about it. So you can thank him for us going to see that movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Tell me, Iron Giant, what was your favorite part?
The part when Iron Giant broke the ladders.
Yeah, dude. So dope.
So why is it okay that like he's not in school right now?
Because school hasn't started yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got to go to class here in like.
Oh, in like a few minutes. The bell hasn't even rang.
But somehow he snuck away and got a hold of a phone. You know, I would be bummed, but I'm just.
No, that's pretty cool.
I'm stoked that you know how to dial us.
Hey,
and
man,
that you're
that's
just
important.
roam free. That's pretty cool, buddy.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Well,
were you excited to learn today?
Africa animals.
That's what you're learning about today?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite African animal?
Kangaroos.
Oh, dope. Are they really from Africa? I thought they were from like Australia. Man, public school.
Oh, yeah, they are. They are.
Oh, okay, okay.
Do you know what baby kangaroos are called, Brody?
What are they called?
Joeys.
That's real. Named after Uncle Joey.
Yep.
Not this one, the one from Full House from the 80s. Yeah. You haven't seen that, though. So,
yep.
Anyway. All right, man. We'll have fun learning about African animals and Australian animals. You could also just call them animals. It's 2018. And I think some might frown upon saying African animals.
Also, we have never done Power Ranger Friday.
Well, what day is today? It is Tuesday, my dudes. So on Friday, we'll bring back Power Ranger Friday.
One day, it's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Wednesday, so I'm going to say it's Wednesday, my dudes, on that day.
Perfect. There you go, dude. All right, man. Have fun. Have fun at school.
Make good choices, buddy.
Yes. Learn better than I did so you get a good job. All right. Love you, kiddo.
Love you, too.
Gosh. Somebody needs to talk to his mother. I don't know where he gets all that freedom from.
You know, so here's a good question.
Yeah.
Does he know your number or does he know where to hit it in the favorites list?
No, that's like a straight old school dial number.
Because that's a really important thing.
Yeah.
Like, I have to like quiz my kids here and there like, hey, do you know mine and your mom's phone number?
Dude.
Because sometimes they forget. Like my daughter remembers, but my son's like, it's like, dude, you need to know the numbers.
It's important.
It's really important. Yeah.
It's important.
Because like all these like little favorites, just tapping the contact does not help like safety whenever you're like in a jam and need to make a phone call. There's not going to be that little favorites list.
We got to take a break, man. We are live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 studios. Coming back. I got some good news if you just happen to have family members that might be possessed by demons. The Catholic Church is here to help you.
Oh.
They've gone digital.
Stop it.
I'm serious. I can't wait to talk about this. Stay with us.
Stop it. Come on, man. Appropriate. A digital exorcism?
Yes.
Stop it.
I'm not joking. Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, my gosh.
There's more on the way. It's Morning Invasion.
Baby, over and over, the passion starts again. Give me love.
Coming to Albuquerque May 1st at the Lobo Theater, Tyson Motzenberger, Tylen Motzentackle, Tyson Mulber Tackle. No. Hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
What's this? How do you pronounce this guy's name?
Motzenbacher.
Motzenbacher, that's right. Tyson Motzenbacher in concert.
Just lately, it's been cold around here. Cold rain.
With special guest Matthew Wright.
I was having a good day.
And John Van Dusen.
I testified against your case.
Tyson Motzenbacher. Coming May 1st to the Lobo. Get your tickets now. Only $10 at star88.fm.
Open your eyes, you're alive. Another fine night near the ocean.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. The National Day of Prayer is an annual observance held on the first Thursday of May since 1952. Don't miss the Albuquerque National Day of Prayer Thursday, May 3rd at 11:30 a.m. at the Civic Plaza. This year, the theme is unity in America, our workplaces, and in our communities. The Albuquerque National Day of Prayer will also be welcoming special guests like Pastor Skip Heitzig, U.S. Congressman Steve Pierce, and more. The weather is getting warmer and more things are happening around our community. If you know of any free events happening in the near future, maybe something free for your community or maybe a free event happening at your church, let us know about it. We'll talk about your free event on the air and feature it on our website. All you have to do is fill out the form at star88.fm/events. For more information about events happening in your community and so much more, visit star88.fm. For what's happening, I'm Heidi and this is Star 88.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
This will change how you look at people because you won't just look at normal people. You'll look at people and see the glory of God inside of them. And here's the interesting thing. All of you, if you look around at each other, the person sitting next to you, people sitting around you, every single one of you is glowing. And I'm glowing, and we're all glowing. It has been scientifically proven that every single human body, listen to me, puts off a bioluminescent glow, but it's 1,000 times weaker than our eyes' ability to see it. But if you look at people and you could see all the light that's actually there being put off by our bodies, but if you were to look at people and see them how God sees them, you would see Christ in them, the hope of glory. Even people who don't know Jesus, you would see what God intends them to be when they have the light of life inside of their eyes.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. Music with more than a beat. Vertical worship, Christian hits, and fresh indie on Star 88. KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe.
What a wonder. What a wonderful thing. How you breathe into me when my heart won't beat from guilt and shame. You alone, my desire, every breath lifts you higher. Everything about you is so alive, it's so alive that I can't live without you. In my life, I wonder, I'm a broken exchange. So how can it be that you hold on to me? Your love remains. You alone, my desire, every breath lifts you higher. Everything about you is so alive, it's so alive that I can't live without you. In my life, everything about you is so alive, it's so alive that I can't live without you. In my life, Jesus, when I forget, my heart remembers. I remember you are in every breath and death surrenders, Everything about you is so alive, it's so alive that I can't live without you. In my life, everything about you is so alive, it's so alive that I can't live without you. In my life,
The Morning Invasion.
Come on, let's go. You want to go?
Come on, we go. On Star 88. Go for it. The Morning Invasion.
Nobody thinks radio is cool, but when you do it, it's amazing.
On Star 88.
Good morning.
What's up?
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Steve-O and Jojo, a.k.a. Brotis, a.k.a. Jose, a.k.a. Hoser.
Hoser. That was one nickname I never minded.
Yeah?
It started in college, and people started calling me Hoser because my real name's Jose, which never made sense.
No.
And so I was kind of Joey from day one, right? So, but then I went through this phase where I didn't want to be called Joey because it made me like a kid, and I'm trying to be a man now.
That's like where I'm at now with Steve.
Steve?
If people call me Steve,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
But do the people, what does your wife call you?
Steven.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she'll call me
So
Steven.
I don't like people calling me Joe, but my close friends do. Like my wife.
Yeah.
And you call me Joe when
Yeah.
you're talking to me. And it's just, it sounds okay from them.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah, she'll call me if she's mad. Steven.
Steven.
She mostly, I'm like trying to think. I just don't like Steve.
Steve.
Hey, Steve. Give me Steven or Steve-O. I'll take either of those.
Okay. All right.
Either of those. It's weird, like gone back to the roots.
Man, dude.
I know, Jose.
Shut up, dude. Stop. Don't call me that.
Jose.
Do not call me that.
This is why my kid's name is Brody, because I just couldn't bring myself to name him Jose. But I wanted to honor my bestie. Anyway.
So what's this thing you were talking about, dude?
Well, first of all, we are live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios, and coming up at 9 o'clock, Quality Tam Tuesday. She's going to be here allegedly, which makes me happy. Have you ever kicked it with Tam?
She's the girl who was at Ready Player One.
No,
with me
that's
that
Heidi.
we visit. Oh, that's
no,
Heidi.
That's Heidi. So no. Answer's no.
No,
I thought you were about
haven't.
to say the church. I'm
No.
like, yes, she does worship.
Oh no, I haven't. I haven't kicked it with Tam.
But speaking of the church, I've got some news. If you are Catholic, possessed, and live in a remote area of the world.
Like Chama or Roy.
Technology is changing everything, including how our loved ones get demons out. This is really weird to me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make light of this, but yes, I do. According to the Catholic Church, it is the worst era of demonic possession. Like, we are in a time where demons are on the rise. Now, we know, biblically speaking, the battle we face, isn't flesh and blood. We do know there's spiritual battle going on. So please, don't think I'm belittling that. This, however, seems a little weird. The Catholic Church has announced, because of the rise in demonic possessions and priests being unable to handle situations, because they just can't get to all of the demon possessions lately in person.
So they're doing video visits, like a doc, like a televisit, like with the doctor?
Yes.
But it's like a video exorcism?
You can now FaceTime a priest to perform an exorcism. If you say the right prayers, perform all the right rituals over the phone, apparently it's just as effective as actually being there to cast out the demons, and the priest doesn't have to worry about all the weird green vomit on their robe. Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
Oh my gosh, dude. This is terrible.
I know!
And is this back, is there some official statement? Because this does not sound like something that, because the Pope, dude, that dude is fresh.
Right.
Right? That dude is really cool, man. I'm not Catholic. I used to be. But man, this Pope is the bomb, I think. I think he's awesome. And I just don't see him saying something about this.
Well, actually, they did. This is official from the Catholic Church. Cardinal Ernest Simoni of Albania rocked the first ever cell phone exorcism. He said he's 89 years old. He talked to Reuters about this. They call me, we speak. That's how I do it. He would read prayers of exorcism in Latin over the phone, just as he would if he were performing the rite in person. The Catholic Church says officially the numbers of demonic possessions are on the rise, although they don't have official figures available. The number of exorcisms has definitely increased over the years as the request to carry out exorcisms has increased. This, according to a professor and an organizer of the course on exorcism and prayer of liberation at the Vatican. This is like in Rome. This is where they teach all of this. The Pontifical Regina Apostolorum University in Rome.
You didn't just say that.
That's what it says. The course is useful because it prepares the priests who carry out exorcisms to have a complete vision, a multidisciplined view of the situation, and good cell phone service.
Stop.
I'm not joking. I saw this. This was on Vatican radio.
Okay. Also, they're auxiliary exorcists.
Father Benino Palada. He is an exorcist and the Diocese of Palermo. He told Vatican Radio he's performed about 50 in the past 2.5 years.
I guess it's like having a satellite church. That's a big deal, right? Like you can set up a location.
There is a huge difference between a satellite campus
this is like more interactive.
And a FaceTime exorcism.
Well, at least the FaceTime's more interactive. Like you could talk. The satellite stuff's like you're like watching a movie. Right? Now listen, I used to like really, no, I'm not trashing satellite churches because I used to trash it because I was thinking like, this is pathetic. You can't pull this stuff off. And then I went to Fresh Life up in Montana.
Yep.
And I saw all this tech like working but it all disappeared. Like it was seamless and beautiful and amazing. And I stood there corrected. It was stellar, dude. But I would have to say that not everyone's rocking it like that.
No.
And a little FaceTime call just does not seem to be on the level of something rad like Fresh Life.
Which kind of sucks because this is a big... I saw this in like 3 different news outlets and I'm going, oh, man. Because here's what happens is everybody else outside of Christianity sees stories like this and goes, I call bunk. Come on, bro. This is lame.
And do you have to pay? Do you have to pay for it? Is it like a 1-900?
No, Martin
thing?
Luther changed the game on that. I don't think.
No. But I'm talking about like Psychic Friends Network kind of stuff. Like, like, do you have to like get in a queue and you have to wait and like
it's like Doctor on Demand
because like you don't. It's not as if you have that priest in your contacts, right? Where you just like FaceTime. So I imagine there's some kind of service or something that you got to sign into.
I just don't think that the church is
it's like the love
charging people.
It's like the love offering button you have to hit where you decide the amount, however your convictions. And so you probably have to pay after though, because you don't want the demon deciding the amount.
Yeah.
Because he'd probably be cheap.
I mean,
but once the demon cruises, then you'd be like, hey, that worked pretty good. And then you like give a decent offering. I don't know how it works.
I mean, I don't even know.
I don't know about that. I'm not going to look at that as like a picture of the Catholic Church.
No. Oh my gosh. I'm mad at myself because Thebe says Texorcism?
Texorcism.
Mad I didn't even think of that. Probably my new favorite slogan.
Dude.
That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah.
If you are possessed, press 1. If a loved one is possessed, press 2. Thank you, Jarrett, for that.
Please listen to all the menu options, for the menu has changed. And the theology. And the rules. So, it turns out that's okay now. You can do it like this.
See, somebody said, but wouldn't that just be the same as praying for somebody over the phone? Which, I mean...
Yeah, see, that to me, I think putting this big title of like an exorcism on it, when really it's more like, man, if you can get like a priest or clergyman to jump on that to counsel with you and pray for you, well then there it is. That sounds super legit.
Somebody wants to know if there's an app for it, and do they have to pay like for the upgraded app so they don't get like mid exorcism ads during it, like
the free. It's like,
bro, you got the free exorcism.
He's about to. It's like, all right, I got all the information. We're about to pray. Hold on a second. And it's like if you want
like
more
30
time, you got to
seconds,
tap the
gotta watch
thing,
the video.
and you watch the video on the new game. It's all Dragon Wars, and you're like, and it looks like Bejeweled, and it's like some awful thing, and then they like get through, and then you earn the token, but it's like a little communion wafer, and then you tap the digital communion wafer, and stop it. This is an awful line of topic. Because this is not like this article I feel is in a sketchy light.
Why?
I don't know, dude, because I grew up Catholic and I got some serious bros Catholic that like love Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
That get it, you know?
No.
So,
I wouldn't
and I just
say-
don't see this going down.
It's happening.
It's happening in Albania, which is probably not far or different than getting the email from the Prince of Nigeria.
No, dude.
Okay?
It's not like I found this on like the
email.
Inquirer.
I got an email from the Prince of Nigeria.
am a
He needs me to
journalist.
send him money because the royal family has whatever, and so like this just sounds like this sounds scammy.
No, bro. This cardinal dude says this is legit. And this is happening in Rome at the Vatican. This is from the top down.
What?
This is real.
No, this happened from some dude on the set of Da Vinci Code 3
No!
filming over by there without permission and trashing the whole place. And yeah, dude, I don't buy it, man.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
No, this is real, guys. This is real.
Well, you know what? You're not real.
I'm just saying. Many Catholics, including women, they said, rock this course called auxiliary exorcists, meaning they can be present at the rite, pray, and give moral support to the priest casting out the demons.
So like a Google Hangout.
Auxiliary exorcist.
Or like
it's kind of like the school of ministry for exorcisms.
Yeah, but how do you like group it all? How do you get in on that when it's digital?
I
like
don't
Skype,
know.
Is it like a Skype meeting?
No, like say you went to that and then all of a sudden it's like something happens and people's heads are flipping backwards. You call this phone number,
dude.
and then
and somebody thinks like people's eyes and heads are flipping backwards when it's really some Snapchat filter.
Okay.
It's like you're not demon possessed. You have the Snapchat filter turned on. Look at this guy. He's got tongues popping out, his eyes. He's got monster face coming out. And it's not demons. It's all like facial recognition gone wrong. And it's friggin' Snapchat.
Yeah.
And so I just think this needs to be checked out a little bit more.
Now, here's the deal. The Albanian Cardinal Simoni did say exorcism should only be attempted after doctors are unable to explain the behavior of a person deemed to be demonically possessed. Discernment is very important. He said several times over that he only saw himself as the instrument of a higher power. It is Jesus who liberates. It is his power. In all the exorcisms I have done, the Lord has helped me. I am not the great one, end quote.
Oh, see, now I like that.
Yeah.
So, but he's saying that a doctor has to deem this?
I guess.
So, what is this? So, when does the doctor write that on the script?
Right.
He's just like, we checked out everything. And let's see, what else?
He came down with the case of the demons.
Yeah, that's also what we call fibromyalgia, because we can't really explain it. I mean, we kind of see that it's real, but we still don't get it. And we've jumped you through all the hoops, and which science still hasn't figured out why this happens. Yeah. So let's do this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm not touching this one. I work for Prez. I haven't seen this as a diagnosis.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got to talk about this because for those that don't know, like we used to do a show together a while back, and now you're like working it legit at Presbyterian.
Yeah. Presbyterian, it's a nonprofit.
Yeah.
It's I am a patient engagement informaticist. That's
what does
my
that
real
even
job.
mean? Wait. Your title is what?
Yeah. So one of the words is sort of real. At first I thought it wasn't real because it redlines when you type it in Word or Outlook.
Yeah.
But it's a hospital term. But I am patient engagement informaticist.
Oh.
They wouldn't let me change it.
Yeah.
But basically any like patient-facing technology or things like that that can make the experience in the hospital better. Like I help them. I help strategize. Prez has a pretty massive like passion for like the patient experience. Just how it goes, and so I'm pretty honored to be working for that. But So in working with the system in there, I've seen we have like some of our favorite like crazy diagnoses that are in the medical records, you know?
Yeah.
And so like there's a diagnosis that you can have of like falling off a spaceship. There's like a diagnosis code for that. Yep. There's being taken out by a hitman. There's a diagnosis for that.
That's real?
Yeah. Dude, there's a code for it is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's been used.
Right.
I'm saying, but in the list of like the ICD-10 codes that all hospitals have, there are codes for like, you know, spacecraft incidents or whatever and things like that. So those are always really fun and exciting. You know, whenever we were training, I don't claim to be a doctor, but I had to train doctors for a while, you know?
Yeah.
And so I would just say, hey, man, you know, because they know, they look at you, the docs can smell that you're not a doc, right? And so they automatically, you're like, who's this Google kid trying to teach me what to do, you know, replace me, whatever. And it's like, I'm not trying to do that. So I have to present my credentials. I'm like, hey, I have like 30 years of clinical observation. Then they all perk up and like, what's that? It's like, I've seen like all 7 episodes of Scrubs, 7 seasons of Scrubs. I've seen like ER. I've seen like a few episodes of House. So I know exactly what you guys do.
Totally, bro.
And so that makes them laugh and it breaks the ice. Because I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just kind of telling them where to click, right?
Yeah.
So that they can do their thing. But it's pretty funny. So whenever you had to like say, all right, you got to type in an allergy. What's this person's allergy? And I don't know, like, so I'm always just like Nickelback. Let's just type one and we got to enter one in that's not in the system, right? Like Nickelback, you know, and the band. And so, and also Creed. And so it was just always, it's really fun. But, you know, it's a wonderful gig helping people. I get to see some people like be amazing rock stars and helping other people. Because, dude, if you go to the hospital, it's not like a doctor visit. If you go to the hospital, like something's gone down and you're like not in control, you feel anxious, you're like, you know, just even that you're here, someone comes in, hey, how's it going? It's not going to be like, oh, great. Because guess what? I'm in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, so I'm part of the team that really works hard to try to make that like just a good and a positive, wonderful experience.
See,
if
that's
it can
dope.
Be. Yeah.
I would love to be in the hospital.
But anyway,
and dying and have you.
demon diagnosis, you know, to where we refer to the digital, that's not in the system. I can tell you that right now. So I'm not sure if that's like nationally approved. Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not that I'm the authority, but I'm pretty much leaning that that's not an official ICD-10 diagnosis.
Apparently you got to be careful, bro, with like anything, because we're talking here about, you know, the Catholic Church and like these crazy digital exorcisms, and one dude said that we got to be careful before we say that the Pope's fresh, bro, because he called Lucifer father in this one random YouTube video, and here's another random article where it talks about the one world government that must rule the U.S. for their own good, and yeah.
Well,
I guess sometimes
whatever, man. He's got opinions. I don't mind having friends that have opinions that I disagree with. At least they have one.
Yeah.
I don't want a world of just me's. Let me tell you that. Okay? Like I appreciate being surrounded by people that think different than me.
Yeah.
It makes me have to reinforce and get behind my own beliefs, learn how to defend them and stand for them, but also like if I was to convince everyone to believe exactly the way I do and have, would that be exciting? No.
And also
the body of Christ has like hands, and they don't understand why the feet walk on those dirty things. We'd never touch that.
Wait,
but you need the feet.
Would you say the power of Christ compels you?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Did you see what you did?
The power of Christ compels
Did
you.
you see what your kid did?
I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Also, maybe don't base your theology on random YouTube videos on certain things, especially if it's like the Illuminati and no, trust me, I saw this video. Remember that one time when we were kids and U2 was like demon possessed because of
I love the Illuminati stuff.
Video at Baptist Church. That's cool. That's cool. So
yeah, do not base your theological decisions or life course on a YouTube clip or something that showed up in a Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah. Quick break. We are live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. It's the Morning Invasion. Hang with us.
We all want the best future for our children. Our next generation of leaders need a strong foundation. With small classes, a great sports program, and affordable tuition, Evangel Christian Academy strives to equip students for the work God has for them. ECA's mission is to shape and empower the Christ-loving leaders of tomorrow. By using a leadership-driven and individualized learning model, our staff can better prepare your student to stand strong in their faith and be ready for the real world. ECA also utilizes dual credit through C&M by offering 4 courses on our Academy campus taught by our staff. Since 1976, Evangel Christian Academy has been serving children from preschool through 12th grade and is fully accredited. We are located at 4501 Montgomery Boulevard Northeast in Albuquerque and are currently enrolling for the 2018-19 school year. Please contact Evangel Christian Academy for a tour today at 505-883-4674 or go online to ecanm.info. That's ecanm.info.
A solar flare from David Jeremiah. We don't need more religion. What we need is more of Jesus. Star 88.
A man with diamonds in the rough. What doesn't kill me might not make me tough. I'm over words I don't need. Show me a word I can see. Take me down a better road. Would you love me like you mean it though? 'Cause I can't make it to the end if I'm on my own again. 'Cause I'm a broken man. And I was hoping that you could take me higher, put me through the fire. When I'm a broken man. And I was hoping that you could take me higher, put me through the fire. When I'm a broken man. Shake me till I'm shaking up. Yeah, would you drown my fears in perfect love? I'ma close my eyes to see when I'm fighting on my knees. 'Cause I'm a broken man. And I was hoping that you could take me higher, put me through the fire. And I was hoping that you could take me higher, put me through the fire. When I'm a broken man. Come on now. Come on now. I feel the region, the constant I'm waiting. It's Jesus, my heart has been missing. You make it so easy to love it. You love me. I've never been so sure of something. I see the region, the constant I'm waiting. It's Jesus, my heart has been missing. You make it so easy to love me. I've never been so sure of something. 'Cause I'm a broken man. The region, the constant I'm waiting. It's Jesus, my heart has been missing. 'Cause I'm a broken man. So easy to love me. I've never been so sure of something. 'Cause I'm a broken man. The region. 'Cause I'm a broken man. I see you, I see you. 'Cause I'm a broken man. So easy to love me. You love me. I've never been so sure of something.
As a Christian, you have a hope to share. With more, here's Matt Chandler on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
I send you to reap that for which you did not labor. Others have labored, and you have entered into their labor. Now, here's what's happening. A lot of theologians and historians are going to say that they're going to date this moment to around December or January, which is 4 months removed from the spring harvest in this part of the world. And so what Jesus is saying is, do you not say that 4 months from a harvest, but I say to you, in fact, get your eyes up. Harvest time is now. There's fruit to be harvested right now. It's not 4 months from now. It's not a future happening. It's right now. There's a harvest to be reaped. And then he teaches them a lesson that we all need to keep ever before us, that salvation belongs to our God.
That's Matt Chandler on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
Stuck in a rut, I don't care. It's a snare, trapping us down with the dirt and the leaves. I can see inside the sun, through the trees, lighting the earth, evergreen, only with you near me. Lift me up when I go. Wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights on my own, I can rely on you. Don't expect no I care. Comprehend all that I get. What have I ever done to rely on you? Pick me up, brush all the dust from my face. Staring straight into a love sought for so long. Different shapes I expect, simpler still in all my dreams. Settling so perfectly in front of me. Lift me up when I go. Wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights on my own, I can rely on you. Don't expect no I care. Comprehend all that I get. What have I ever done to rely on you? Lift me up when I go. Wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights on my own, I can rely on you. Don't expect no I can. Comprehend all that I get. What have I ever done to rely on you?
What's going on in the news today?
Trump saying since he's been president, unemployment hit the lowest levels for Hispanic, African American, and women workers.
I'd say, what the hell do you have to lose, right? And I get criticized by those people, the fake media back there.
The White House and the Trump administration see the seizure of Michael Cohen's files as potentially more damaging for the president than the special counsel investigation into Russia.
Prison uprising in South Carolina that resulted in the deaths of 7 inmates.
Domino's says it'll begin deliveries to the great outdoors, beaches, parks, landmarks, all included.
Tough way to end a vacation for hundreds of travelers from Minnesota. They flew to Mexico, to Mazatlan and Los Cabos. A big storm in the Midwest canceled their return flights. Now, passengers are stuck because Sun Country Airlines has ended its seasonal service. They will get refunds.
Former First Lady Barbara Bush is saying no more to medical treatments. She's at home with her family as she's suffering from congestive heart failure and respiratory problems.
Good morning. It's the Morning Invasion. Steve-O, Jojo.
What up?
Kicking it in the stewed. Got about 15 more minutes with this guy.
What up? Bring it.
Dude, I gotta say, thank you for hanging with me.
You're welcome.
For a bit.
We were talking about like the Catholic like exorcism app, and that,
yeah,
and that you only can be referred to it if a doctor has deemed that you need, la 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 la. And it just reminded me, me working for Prez and just I'm not a coder, but I've seen a lot of the crazy billing codes.
Is that like when they're dying on the TV shows and they're like, he's coding?
No, that's different.
He's going to code.
Yeah, no, that's like a code blue.
Oh.
So that's where they bring out the crash cart and try to bring you back. That's intense stuff, dude.
Got it. Okay, my bad.
But the everything that you get diagnosed with. Now, there's a difference between when you walk into a clinic or urgent care or a hospital. There is the things that you present with. So here's what the patient says that they feel is wrong.
Okay.
But that's not like a diagnosis. The diagnosis is after the doctor has kind of heard or checked you out, and he says, okay, here's what's really going on. And all of these diagnoses have to have like a national like standardized system of codes, like for billing purposes, for just things like that. And so there are some crazy codes out there, but demonic possession is not one of them.
Yeah.
So I talked to so Lindsay chimed in, who's a coder, and there's all kinds of A281 is a cat scratch fever. That's a real diagnosis. There's V97.33, which is sucked into a jet engine.
Okay.
That's a diagnosis. And there is V95.40XA, which is unspecified spacecraft accident injuring occupant.
Mm-hmm.
V56.2 is a contact with a killer whale.
What?
Yeah, dude. So there's all kinds of stuff that can go down that there's a code for, but there's just not a code for that other one.
Hey, if I eat it and I happen to be sent to your medical facility, will you just give me a cool code no matter what? Like even if I die in the dumbest of ways?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I really want a cool code so that they're like, wow, this dude was a P90X.
he broverdosed.
Yeah.
You got BR.78 says bro too much, broverdosed.
Broverdosed.
Yeah, dude, he just kept saying bro, and it went on like a repeat loop, and his brain wouldn't stop saying. It's just like bro. It's like the hiccups, but worse.
But like way worse.
Bro. And so then he had like a broneurism.
Oh, okay.
And then so he overdosed. So yeah, that should be
Wouldn't
a code.
it be a mannerism?
No, it'd be a bro. A mannerism does sound better, though, yeah.
It does sound way better.
Yeah.
We think we're funny. Oh, man. Welcome to the Morning Invasion. It is Tuesday.
You totally overdosed.
Totally, bro.
Sebastian Bach.
It is April 17th. It is tax day, guys. If you haven't done your taxes, you just did them yesterday. Which is crazy,
late
man.
Last night, dude, into today, so it was late.
Well, happy tax day. Only 6% of us actually think we pay less than our fair share in taxes, which is interesting to me. Did you have to pay a ton of taxes? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, I had to pay some taxes.
You had to pay?
Well, I had to pay enough to where like my refund was not as delicious as it should have been.
Oh, okay, but you still got.
Yeah, I got a
just
little bit
wasn't
back.
like-
I could have got way more back if I didn't have to pay taxes.
Gosh, spouses, am I right?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, if you didn't know, taxes are due today, guys. Today. So, listen, 66% of millennials, no clue that today is tax day. According to a survey, 1,500 Americans were asked this question. Considering what you get from the federal government, do you think you pay more than your fair share of taxes, less than your fair share, or about the right amount? 6% said they pay less than their fair share. 35% of people said they pay too much, and about 33% said that's about right.
I think we pay about right.
So here's the crazy thing. More stats on taxes being tax day. 71% of Americans said they'd already filed their taxes by the beginning of the month. What? That's me. I do my own, man. Like early. Mostly because I need to pay off some debt.
Right.
So it's like, I got to do my taxes, man.
That was back when, those were old days where I had like a great return where it's like, yo, I'm going to get that flat screen TV, man. Go get that flat screen TV. And I'm gonna get that that HDMI cable, and I'm gonna get that that Bluetooth. I'm gonna get that gold filling. I'm gonna get all that.
Wait.
No, I say it like that. Don't judge. What? I talk how I want. Be like, what?
Oh man. Hey,
If
you're good because you're with 6% of Americans, or about 1 in 17 people say they wait until the night before tax day to file their taxes. So, if you're waiting until the last minute this year, you're not alone, Brotis. Number 3, what do you think the top 5 things we do with our refund are? I mean...
I wish I could say like spending it on fun things, but it's usually catching up on some sort of bills.
Yep. The number one thing Americans do with their tax return is pay off debt.
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2, put it in the bank. Number 3, treat yourself.
Oh, yeah. You got to get yourself dipping that luxuriosity. I take that tax return, I jump into a little boat, and I sail on Lake U, and I jump in, and I don't come back till I've been marinating for at least a solid 2 days.
Did you just say?
What?
You jump in a boat?
Yeah, on Lake Me.
But you said Lake U.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what everyone needs to do. You need to jump in a boat, row yourself out into Lake U, and just dive in. Treat yourself. You got to take care of your star player, man. Don't trade him out.
Oh, number 4 was spend it on necessities, and number 5 said they spend it on something big that we need, like a car repair. Remember when we used to spend money on things we just wanted or enjoyed? Yeah. Now it's like paying off debt. It's like, oh man, my son has a root canal coming up, or whatever it is.
A car, and it's always like
medical
that's
bill,
the one that's
car
like
repair.
The timing belt, right? Like that's the one that's always
which is hilarious that it's called a timing belt because it's never the right time. Right. It's terrible timing.
The bad
it should
timing
be called
belt.
The terrible timing belt. Like every time. Gosh, man.
Do you remember the days when you could fill out a 1040 EZ? Where like, you worked at Golden Corral.
Tell me more.
And like Subway or whatever. And that's all you had to do was just fill out a couple things from your one
You
W2.
got your singular W2.
And then you got like, $375 back. And you're like, oh yeah, dollar movies all month, y'all. Right? And
that's some terrible math. You could do dollar movies all year with $375.
Right, yeah. Well, that's what you were jumping over to, but to Block Party. So you were over at the Cinemark like all the time and over to Block Party.
Gosh.
These are all places that are not really.
I'm hearing it. It sounds great. Tell me more.
Yep.
Tell me more. Gosh, man.
What?
Our boy Hans chimed in and said, I'm getting some 20s from a Crown Vic.
What does that mean?
His Crown Victoria's he's rolling on 20s, yo.
Oh, dude.
Getting some 20s. That's cool, bro.
Wow.
Guys, tell us what you're spending your tax return on. We want to hear because we spent it on grown-up stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody said income taxes registered my high school freshman and will be saved to pay for sports next year. Oh. Registered my high school freshman and will be saved to pay for sports.
Oh, gotcha.
Makes-
Dude, school stuff is expensive.
Yeah, bro!
So my daughter's in high school for the first time this year, and she's in marching band, which I encouraged her to be in. But I'll never forget, like, the first month of school, every time she walked home with a piece of paper that had, like, a little announcement, and it was, like, 2 sentences. But all that would happen is $150. Always just like, oh, hey, there's this. Well, $150 comes for this. and it's like another 100. Oh, and then there's jazz, but there's 150,000. I'm like, what? And then before I knew it, I was like, you just brought home a flyer, and now I owe like $400 for you to do school? Dude, I went to Berlin. We didn't pay any of this. Like, what the heck, dude? Come on.
Welcome to it. Welcome to it. I feel you, man. I got 3 kids in sports.
Oh, dude.
All 3 Jeter boys.
Yeah, so your life is like you're a perpetual taxi service.
Yeah, yep.
And you're dropping all kinds of quan.
Uh-huh.
And you just got to make sure they're into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or actually try and talk them out of it so it saves you money.
Yeah.
You want to discourage them, but not too much that like it hurts them, but enough that they quit sports.
Well, no, that's why I tell well, it's not even sports. It's like college, you know. I'm like, my kids are like, I'm like, kids, you guys know what Dad says about college. They're like, we know. Find something trendy and latch on. I'm like, right, man. It's not important. Come on. I want you guys to be current. I want you guys to be relevant.
338-3700. If you'd like to chime in, make sure you turn your radio down when you call. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, we pay our car insurance for the whole year.
Oh, dude.
That's like a really smart idea.
I know.
What?
Oh, snap.
And it's $200 cheaper than if you were to pay month by month.
Right,
Dude!
because they break you down a discount for paying it on the year, and you basically just eliminated a bill that would come to haunt you.
That is the dopest life hack I've ever heard.
Who are you?
I know.
What's your name?
Yeah, anyway, it's the godly thing to do, right?
It is the godly thing.
Well,
Who
it's
is
not
this?
just godly. It's like Jedi genius.
Yeah, this is pretty incredible. You just changed our lives, man. I mean, I already spent my tax return, so it doesn't help me at all.
No, but that's such a good idea.
Where were you in January?
Just like eliminate a bill in your life for cheaper.
Oh, man. There you go.
Yeah, what I should do is like apply
it. A lot of your normal bills, though, they won't let you do that. So
Right.
car insurance, they do let you.
It probably wouldn't hurt to like throw it on if you like have a mortgage to like throw it on as a solid
Listen to how old we are.
Additional principal.
Yeah.
Because when I look at those little statements doing the taxes, I'm like, are you seriously? Like I've spent so much money in mortgage and I've paid it down like $1,000.
Right.
I'm like,
dude.
what?
Oh, thank you
Because
so
it's-
much
yeah.
for giving us joy. Like I just got as excited for your story as I did for like the Avengers Infinity War trailer, which makes me feel really old.
Amen to that.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the call.
Bills. Someone says, bills. You can't pay my bills.
Yeah,
Pay
dude.
my telephone bills.
Brandy in
pay
California
my automobiles.
said $600 each for volleyball and softball at the high school, plus club softball team she regularly plays on. Yeah, man.
Where does she go to high school?
I mean, it's in
St.
California.
Pius? Oh.
No, man. Brandy in California chimed in. So,
okay.
you know, it's that California money.
San Dimas, bro.
San Dimas High School football rules! Woo! Yes! One of the greatest movies of all time!
It's like things are the same, but different.
Yeah!
It's like more moderner.
Oh!
It's all computers, man.
Dude, we are almost out of time with you, but have you seen Bill and Ted 3? Did you see them together?
I did, dude. That was insane. And I'm not going to lie, I am pumped for Cobra Kai, bro.
We got to talk about that.
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
know
talk
how
about
I feel.
that tomorrow.
Yeah. 80s nostalgia is coming back hard right now. So we'll definitely talk about that. Brodus, been hanging with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm going to go to my real job now.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't actually. It's a great job.
I know, but like
No,
I'm
yeah.
tired. I just want to take a nap.
Well,
I'm old.
You do that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, 9 o'clock hour, Quality Tam Tuesday.
There's a
so-
diagnosis for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
called
what it is.
lazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
it's pretty real. That's at least that's what Chrissy tells me. So there it is. Quality Tam Tuesday coming up next. Brotis is out, but you'll be back mañana.
Yep.
So that's good. Stoked
Thanks
for that.
having me.
Of
Happy
course,
to fill
dude.
in.
Yeah.
Happy to help out.
All right, quick break. Coming back, we got some music from Red, and of course that Quality Tam Tuesday. It's on the way. Stay with us. We are live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Right back with more.
We're all growing older, but are you growing up or just growing old? Ouch. Skip Heitzig brings this hotspot.
Well, with the Christian life, it begins with birth. You must be born again, Jesus said. Born again. But it continues with growth, with development, with a blossoming, with maturity.
Hotspot. Are you enjoying or only enduring the Christian life?
You can grow as much as you want because you have access to God's power.
Get more teachings from Skip at connectwithskip.com.
You can always tell how mature a Christian is by how that person treats God's promises.
Get the Skip Heitzig podcast from iTunes, Google Play, etc. And remember, growth requires cooperation.
But sanctification, that's teamwork. You just don't sit back and watch it happen. You are involved in the process. Spiritual growth is never accidental. It is always intentional.
Hotspot.
A Star 88 Supernova with Greg Laurie.
There may be relationships you are in right now that are dragging you down spiritually. Even worse, you might be dragging someone else down. Are you a stepping stone or a stumbling block to other Christians? There might be things you're looking at, things you're listening to, things you're exposing yourself to that are detrimental to your spiritual life. You're sort of like Lot, living in two worlds. Too much of the world to be happy in the Lord, too much of the Lord to be happy in the world. That's a stupid way to live your life. You want to be like Abraham, where the Lord is comfortable hanging out with you and likes being with you, and you like being with him. Is Christ at home in your heart? I didn't ask you if Christ lives in your heart. I asked you, has he settled down, and is he comfortable, and is he at home there? Because Paul says, that's my prayer for you, that Christ would finally settle down and be at home in your heart.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
Young, but someone put it on my head. I swear I didn't know it. Then my queen couldn't find me. She got lost, couldn't find herself. So we bottled up our love and threw it in the ocean. And we let our guards down. Yeah. Did we let our guards down?
is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
I'll smile, know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down, down through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. I'll turn my head and shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah, I'll put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I'll put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm running with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Break down, only alone I'll cry out loud. You'll never see what's hiding out deep down. Yeah, I know, I've heard that to let your feelings show is the only way to make friendships grow. I'm too afraid now. Yeah, I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm running with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm running with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today.
Good morning.
The Morning Invasion
More of a complete breakfast.
on Star 88.
See right through my face. Don't notice I'm gone. Gone, gone, gone. Down a spiral gaze of comatose tones. Tones, tones, tones. The road right through your eyes.
Morning Invasion.
Come on, let's go. You want to go?
Come on, we go. On Star 88.
I don't even know how this is going to go. I'm just going to preface it with, today is a day that is Steve-O and Tam. What?
And you love it. The beginning of that song, like the was so encouraging.
Hold on, give me a second. Lord, just peace, patience.
This is what you get.
Perseverance.
When you're like, Tam,
comfort,
get out of my life. Tam, quit
joy,
talking. Tam, this, Tam,
gentleness,
that. Tam,
kindness,
it's me and you.
Goodness.
Today.
Not punch her in the faceness.
Today is the day
friendship,
that
love,
the Lord has
life.
made.
Help
and
me,
you
Father,
get to enjoy
to just not
this moment.
strangle
You're
a human.
ecstatic.
Because
you're so
because I love
happy.
all people.
So happy that
Even
I am
Tam.
here today.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. All right.
That's good. That was good. I like it. That was
Just, you know, it's growth. Everybody needs it.
Everybody needs a little
Everybody
growth.
needs some growth, yo.
Except for me, because I have been growing not a good way. And I'm furious about it. I'm furious about it. I was just telling someone this morning that I've been trying to be, you know, I've been doing great.
Yeah.
With my meals and eating a lot of anti-inflammatory kind of things.
Good. You look less inflamed.
Like,
I was just
look
about to
less
say that.
inflamed.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny because
I was seriously just about to say that.
So my friend Guy, he tells me, he's like, when I was eating, I don't know what I was eating like a pizza or something like that. And he was like, oh, is that inflaming you?
Okay.
And he was like kindly reminding me that I like had stepped away from all this stuff. Anyway, I had pizza last night as well. Delicious, can I just say? And honestly, though, I have been working out more, but I'm like morphing. Like, you know, when you gain muscle,
I do know
sometimes
that.
you get like,
you
do. So I'm not going to worry about that stuff. I'm just going to focus on just being healthy still.
Okay.
I joined a volleyball team.
Okay.
So I play every Tuesday night now. So I'm just like in my volleyball world, which has been great. And so I'm hungrier.
Okay.
Every day. I'm just hungry all day long.
All of the time.
A solid. I can eat a meal and then try to, I'm like, prepare in your mind what you want to eat, but don't say you're hungry for another 20 minutes.
I have
Like
a
to other
question for
people.
you as you're trying to get better in life. Somebody asked me
Okay.
this weekend, and
What
I
did they
seriously
ask
was
you?
like, that's such a big question.
What was it?
If you could only pick 3 foods for the rest of your life, what would you eat?
Chicken, pizza, and spinach. Yep, those are it. Those are my 3.
Chicken, pizza, and spinach.
Not like together.
Well, I mean, you could actually.
Ooh,
like a chicken spinach
maybe.
pizza doesn't sound the worst.
Well, then you could switch it up. And then, but pizza, that depends on the toppings. I mean, that can get really convoluted and stuff and very complicated.
Because here's the
But-
thing, like, can you just have any kind of pizza? Because that's like part of the question. Like,
I
if
mean,
you can only
my
have 3
preference of
foods-
pizza, like my number one order that I love to order.
If it's
my
not
brother
happening
introduced.
pineapple, I'm opening the door and you're getting out.
I'm gonna have to leave then because here's why. Here's why. I do love pineapple on pizza. I had never had that before, and when I tried it, I really liked it.
Okay, good.
But I like to order what my brother showed me one time. Well, he gets green chili on it. I can't always have the green chili because, you know, acid reflux and my vocal cords. Blah,
Of
blah, blah.
course, seriously.
But minus the cheese. But I mean, hey, we'll just throw that out the window. But I like to order pizza, black olives,
Okay.
and mushroom. And it's so
You know what's
good.
weird? That is my mom's jam. She'll add green chili to it, but it was always like when I was a kid, it'd be like pepperoni, black olive, and mushroom, and I'd be like,
oh my gosh, that's
what
so
are you,
perfect.
satanic? Like, that is so gross. Because
Okay.
the mushrooms and the olives have that weird texture.
Okay.
And like that not good flavor.
You're right.
It's called gross food.
Well, no, it's not. Because here's the thing. I also like strange foods that most people don't like. Like
Okay.
a lot of people say, oh, I don't want any olives on there. Because they don't like the way it tastes. Some people think it tastes very
I like
irony.
black olives, just not like
on pizza,
on
mixed in with
pizza.
cheese. Why not?
I like it if it's like, hey, we're going to throw everything on there. Like our salad bar is going to throw up on your pizza. I'd
See,
be like,
in
yes.
New York, when we went to New York, there was like these little side, hole in the wall places. You know, you went to New York.
Of course.
And so obviously I was like, I need pizza because we're here. So I did. So I went there and I'm looking at these pizza shops and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, how do I order the pizza that I love? Like, I don't want to be like outside the box here. I mean, not outside the box in a bad way, but like I wanted to be in their culture.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go live in my small little world and be like not order something great. And so I was like, he's like, come on. Who's next? He's like getting all crazy. And I was like, it's me. And so I loved it because all these people are just totally in your face. I'm like, these are my people. So he tells me, he's like, all right. Who wants the next one? And I was like, I would like pepperoni. Speak up, kid. Speak up. And I'm like, pepperoni and black olive and mushroom. Did you say mushroom? We said mushroom. Black olives. And so I'm like, okay, yes, please. And so he's like, I'll make you a pizza, Kayla. And he like starts going crazy about how he's been making this pizza, and he called me kid all the time.
Yeah.
And the pizza was incredible.
Yeah.
And they piled like tons of black olives and tons of mushrooms, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And he was like, that's the way to go, kid. That's the way to. It was so beautiful. But mostly people don't like those two things: olives and mushroom.
Yeah.
They don't like. But I would dip raw mushrooms in ranch dressing and just eat them.
No. I love mushrooms. And if I'm like rocking steaks or something, we'll do like baked potatoes and we'll saute mushrooms. So we've got like just straight up mushrooms. I'm just saying on pizza.
Still good. That's what you're saying. It's still good. It's delicious is what you're saying.
I don't know, dude.
What was I saying about that? I'm eating more pizza lately.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about the three foods.
And then the three foods.
The three foods for the rest of your life.
If we had to take out pizza.
Why would you ever take out pizza?
With maybe steak. But I don't want too much red meat. See, my digestive system. It's a whole other story.
Ugh. See, here's the thing. I can't. You said chicken, and I immediately was like, gross.
Really?
Chrissy makes chicken like for every
all the
meal.
time. It's so good.
Like, oh, hey, look, it's a chicken breast, and now we're just gonna like throw it in the oven, and this one's gonna have marinara on it and like some provolone, or this one's gonna have like some weird seasonings and like with.
Yeah,
little.
That makes
what are those
perfect
things
sense.
called? Yeah,
exactly.
Like different vegetables around it that
all
she bakes.
That's the point. That's the point of chicken. Is that you can put it on anything. You can
like,
shred it. You can make it cook juicy and whatever else. You can bake it.
I could taste the
feathers. You can all those things. It's amazing. The feathers.
I don't know.
There is one thing I have a hard time eating.
Okay.
And it's mostly emotional. Why I can't eat this.
Like lamb?
No.
Because you think of the baby lamb just with big eyes.
A Cornish hen.
Why? Because it's a
little. It's so tiny, and it's in the same shape, and it's just
like
and I'm like,
it didn't get enough life. Like clearly,
yes, I feel like I'm cutting it short.
Well,
it's
already dead.
I'd rather just get a big fat chicken and cut off part of it, like cut off the thigh, cut off the leg.
Like you want to know that chicken had a terrible life, and you were
lived
like,
a long
and it was like
life.
obese, so it didn't really get to do much.
It was time.
It was
Circle
down to
of
like
life.
Wheel
Hand
of
it off.
Fortune and Jeopardy at night, and it was like, you know what, this chicken's existence is done.
Speaking of Circle of Life,
Lion King.
I went fishing yesterday.
What?
I did, and we went with my little grandpa.
Oh.
And it was the best. I posted some stuff on my little Insta story.
Oh,
it was
okay.
only like two pictures. Because I ran out of service. It was,
At Quality Tam. She needs to get her plug in.
At Quality Tam was it called Handle? Is that what you call it?
Yeah. Your handle.
I'm trying to like be in to this. These
At
kids these
Quality
days.
Tam. If she were a fighter pilot, that's her handle, guys.
It's my handle.
People call me
Because
Maverick.
they can't handle me. People can't handle. Oh, you clearly couldn't, and now look what you get. So we go fishing. Take my little grandpa. Minor problem.
Okay.
The handicap ramp. It's not there anymore. But we already drove out there. So with my grandpa, who can't walk.
Okay,
very
I'm
well.
like, I don't understand why you need this.
Well, he has a torn meniscus, broken back. He's on Coumadin, which is a blood thinner.
And he wants to fish?
His heart is going. He was exhausted. And I was like, Gramps, I'm so sorry. We didn't know that they took this out. I'm so sorry. And he's like, it's all right, darling. I can just walk right down this rocky road right here. And I'm like, no. The only rocky road you're going to be having is ice cream.
Ugh, that was
when
my
we
mom's
leave.
favorite, and
It's
I
so
always
good.
hated it.
Oh, rocky road is-
Marshmallows in your
Ridge.
ice cream.
Oh, so good.
So gross.
I'm going to get some of that today. I have to.
All right.
Since I play volleyball now, I can eat whatever I want. And so we literally trucked down this pathway.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. I thought I was going to lose my grandpa. I thought I was going to tip him over. And if you know, on Good Friday, a woman actually, that happened to her right in the middle of rehearsal. She flipped out of that little chair because her daughter was pushing her a little bit too fast and she didn't see the little cord.
Stop.
And so then she hit the cord and the grandma flew.
Stop.
Out. I can't say this on here. She flew out of the chair. She flew out. She smacked her head.
What happened?
It was awful.
Yeah.
I don't want to call him
The
out on the
little
air.
girl,
I don't want to.
Did she freak out? Okay.
Ambulance came. And
Are you
everything.
serious?
It was bad.
Man.
So I didn't want an instance to happen that happened here.
Yeah.
To happen there.
Right.
And I was her. I was now like basically the daughter, but the granddaughter. And I'm pushing him. I'm like, it's all right, Gramps, I got you. And he's like, you're going too fast. My feet don't work that fast, darling. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And he's like, well, I better check my heels just to see if they're still there. I was like, Grandpa, I am trying to be gentle.
Why does he sound like what was that dude in
Do you
Toy
wanna
Story
hear-
2?
he
Like,
left me a
not
voicemail.
Pistol Pete. What
He
was
really
his
sounded
name?
like-
What's
Who?
the bad guy in Toy Story 2? There's gold in them hills. Like, what was his name? Prospector Pete.
He sounds just like that guy.
He's got the big mustache.
Just like that guy. Hi, Tammy.
He's got a pickaxe for some reason
he's
in case you need to
Why not?
mine for gold.
He does carry his cane with him everywhere.
Did he have
even though
one
he
of those
has
little,
a walker thing. He has that.
He had the little dish, like when you guys were fishing and he was like panning for gold. There's gold in this river. Hey, everybody, I'm Quality Tam's grandfather. It's going to be a lovely time at the river.
So he literally, because he is an ox, he sees me. I'm loading up. I'm freaking out. Oh my gosh, I was stressing out. I'm like literally sweating thinking about it because I was so worried that he was gonna fall and and my mom was gonna kill me. I knew it. My mom would have killed me. And so we tried really, really, really hard. And we got anyway. He got down to the bottom of we were at the river. Oh my gosh, he ended up catching 6 fish, but one we had to throw back because it was so tiny. And we have 15 fish total.
That always made me crazy when I was a little kid.
No one suffered.
My grandfather lived up in Rivera, New Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's like the river over there, and he'd take us fishing. And he was so old. Even when I was little, he was already like, I don't know, Spanish grandfather.
Yeah,
so just like
he's been old since the day you met him.
Old, yeah.
Yeah.
Since like he was born, they came out just old.
Yeah.
And so he was so old.
He was so old.
Yet he always caught all of the fish.
Yeah.
Like I hated fishing.
My grandpa loves fishing. I love it too because it's very peaceful.
It is.
I know some people
I don't
like
know
to catch
how
the
you
fish.
do it because you got to be quiet.
Okay.
Like, did you talk?
No.
I'm
just
like
sit
worried.
there.
I
You
saw a
don't believe
movie
me.
this weekend that like I was so stoked to see that I wanted to like tell everybody about, but I don't want to tell you about it because
Why?
you got to be quiet in the movie.
Why?
It's called A Quiet Place, and it's like quiet, and I'm like, Tam would not survive this movie.
Why?
You're a talker.
Why? I'm not a talker in the movie theater.
I mean,
except there are times though. I have done this. I'm like, okay, like when we were watching, what is that one with what's his name, Liam Neeson?
Taken.
No. Taken
Star
2,
Wars
Taken 3, Taken 4.
Episode
It was the Taken
1,
7. No,
The
it was
Phantom Menace.
It was the one with the transporter. No, the
gray. The
what?
commuter.
No,
The commuter.
That commuter. The commuter.
Is it really called the commuter?
The commuter. That's it.
I thought I was making something up.
No,
Is it
it's real.
really?
It's real.
He was commuting.
It's commuting on a train.
He was taking the L.
The whole movie, he commutes on the train. So I told him. I said, I mean, not him. I was talking to him in the movie. I was sitting there with
It's
my
called
family.
The Commuter.
I was sitting there with my family, and I'm like, I lean over and I'm like, I know who the bad guy is. Like I know it. It's got.
And you have to tell somebody like immediately. You can't like keep it to yourself.
I'm like, I don't. Or I'll lean over and I'll be like, I don't trust that person, and I'll do it. And who knows? But
But
boom,
you.
it's the end
It's your
of the.
discernment.
I mean, it's just.
You have movie discernment.
But what's crazy is they're acting, right? So they have to be really good actors because they have to think about it. Like, I have to pretend to be a little bad, but not bad.
Yeah.
I have to trick the audience. And so they're trying to be like sneaky, but I can still tell. Because I'm like, you look like an ex-boyfriend that I used to date.
Okay.
I know that look, boy. I know that look. Okay. Yeah, you tell them that you got to go catch a train. I know. Don't try to put that
I would
past me.
hate watching movies with you. Oh my gosh.
So I'm just saying.
We were actually talking about this morning. A boyfriend tweeted out a list of rules for his girlfriend if she's going to see the new Marvel, like Avengers Infinity War with him. Because this is a big deal. Like a really, really big deal.
Yes, it is.
And so he laid down some ground rules like, hey, if you're going to go see the movie with me, bro.
What are the grounds?
There's some things you can't do.
Like what?
One, I'll buy you whatever you want before the movie, candy, popcorn, drinks, even a hot dog. But if you ask for anything during the movie, you're out.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Number 2, no talking during the movie. I can't be distracted. You got questions? Write them down. I'll answer when it's over.
I would say no full conversations.
No questions.
But I think like if you just throw it out, like you're like, that's a bad guy.
Oh, man. See, seeing any of these movies with Brody is always hilarious and fun and also like obnoxious and irritating at the same time.
People are shocked that you're actually being nice to me as you're talking to me.
Really?
Right, Steve-O, you're actually being nice to Tam today.
I'm stuck with her for a little bit.
So
you know
he's
what I'm
stuck.
saying? So I'm like, I got to make this work.
He'll get fired.
It's like in any
if
relationship,
he's not nice,
you know?
They're going to come in here.
I somehow
we'll
have to make
take him
this
out.
relationship work. Basically, I need something out of her right now, and so I'm going to go
That's
ahead
unhealthy.
and be nice.
All of that he's saying
so that I
is
get all of that.
completely unhealthy.
And then
you don't ever
once
want to do that.
I've gotten
don't
what I need.
Ever do that.
I'll go back to the norm.
This is
It's
not.
like when you're dating before marriage, okay? Once you're married and they're stuck, you go back to like toilet seat, it's up.
What's
you know what I'm saying?
happening here is baggage. This is baggage. What you're listening to, what you're watching
You just call me
online.
fat?
This is
Call me
baggage.
Gosh.
It's baggage. It's pain that he still have to work through.
Speaking of baggage, no hand-holding was number 3. It's going to distract me, and I'll miss things I've waited 10 years to see. Save your cooties until post-credit scenes. Kissing also applies.
Maybe
None
you
of that.
should practice some self-control.
I'm just saying.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
I can't breathe. I'm sorry. My allergies killing me.
Would you like to sit down? Here you go, dear. Would
I-
you like a chair?
I do need
go
a chair.
ahead. Okay, I'll
I
sit
do.
with you.
Let's
I'll
sit.
Let's sit. We're going to sit.
Oh, this chair
Look
is
at this.
so
I'm being
high.
kind to Tam, guys.
Thank you.
Just saying.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. The hand-holding thing?
Yeah. It gets warm. I don't like hand-holding for extended periods of time.
It does get kind of hot.
It gets like
A
warm
little
and then you're
sweaty.
like, or if you like go
Or like
for the
you're trying to do
hand-holding
the-
and the thumb goes wrong and you're like, oh no, dude, she just put the thumb in funny.
I like to tuck my thumb under.
Like into
I
their
don't
hand?
know why. Like that. See?
That is the...
I don't know why. I think maybe because like when I was little, when I would walk with my dad.
Oh, I do that. I hold like Brody's whole hand. And
yeah.
like,
And I don't know if it just reminds me
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like I feel safe. So I tuck my thumb.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think hand holding is not bad.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's not terrible.
Somebody said, I hate it when people talk during the movies and or TV shows. Don't even try to start explaining the plot to me.
Okay,
Same.
I don't explain
Same.
the plot.
That's part of the plot. If you're like, that guy's the bad guy.
But I don't know. I don't know.
But what if you're right? Then at the end of the movie, it's like, oh, cool. Thanks for ruining that.
But I do know.
Now I'm looking at this guy in a different light because you said something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to these rules.
Someone wants to know if I'm coming on the show tomorrow. I'm thinking about it.
I mean, that's up to you.
What do you think about that?
I think you're coming on the show tomorrow. I think you're coming on the show.
What's the other rule?
I don't want to.
Tell us why.
Number 4. If a main character dies, we cry together. If you ain't crying, you're walking home. I need you invested in this. But here's the flip side of that. Like, I get that rule. But on the other hand, like, if I've invested 10 years into these Marvel characters and you're, like, outshining me with cries.
Oh.
It's like, you don't love him like I love him.
You know what's funny? Is I would just with you. I don't even need competition with anyone else in the world.
Yeah.
In a movie theater,
You're going to outcry me?
I would love to just make a fool of myself outcrying you.
So mad at
and
you.
you'd be like, oh, and I'm like, oh my God,
I'm
it's so bad.
I'm telling you
So
right now,
sad.
if
That would be great.
Cap dies, if
he
Captain
does
America
dies, you're gonna
dies,
cry?
I will be inconsolable.
You're invested in him, so he wasn't just like a friend with
He's my
benefits. He was your favorite. Oh, look,
if Cap dies.
But don't do the fake cry. Don't. Oh,
What do you
some
mean the fake
people
cry? I
are
don't
like
fake cry.
when they're like some people how like when they're like telling a story and it's like so involved and no one's really connecting with them.
They're like,
so all of a sudden they're like, oh gosh, it's getting serious. Okay, we should probably focus.
I'm not going to fake fake cry in the movie.
Don't
I'm like
do
kind of like
that.
putting it on now so that
People
you
can
know
tell
I
when you're
mean
fake crying.
business. It's Captain America. If he
I
dies,
know.
we got to talk about this coming up. Actually, there's
It's
some
all
Vegas
over.
odds on Infinity War deaths. They actually put odds out on like, hey, who's gonna die? Putting some bets out here. I don't like that. I don't like that. Phone lines are open, by the way, 505-338-3700. Make sure you turn your radio down when you call. Good morning. Hi.
Okay. Hi. Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Gosh, so good of you to call.
Thank you for calling. Who are you?
Oh, amazing. This is how I prefer
Hello?
to see movies with people.
I hear you. I hear you. Can you hear me? If not, maybe you hit the mute button with your chin.
Are you in trouble?
Oh, hello?
Hit 1 for yes.
Hello. Are
and
you
2
traveling
for
out
no.
of the country?
Are you available?
Is this why we can't hear you? Because you're on a fishing trip. Is there whistling?
Did they butt dial us?
Hello?
Did you?
Hello? Is this thing on? Okay.
I hope they're okay.
And that wasn't like a cry for help.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause
they
we
didn't.
can't-
They
we
didn't
can't.
hit 1. I said if you were in trouble, press 1. And
Yeah,
they
but
didn't.
you can't hear it.
Well,
Oh, you did that.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And they didn't. They didn't go beep. Or like
That's a
if you're not in
good-
trouble, press 2.
What about this? If you're in trouble, press 1.
Yeah.
If you're not in trouble, don't press 2.
Wait, don't press 2? I feel like that's
See?
like because if you're not in trouble, and you're like, wait,
Mm.
don't, no. Spoilers. I haven't seen that movie.
I
always
haven't
hate that
either.
when somebody's like, dude, did you see this movie? Oh my gosh.
It is the saddest
I
thing
cried
when they
so much.
die in the end. It is
And I
the
was like,
worst.
dude, now I know. Now I know somebody dies.
I know.
If you tell me that you cried, somebody's going to eat it.
I have been bothered. I have been wounded from my cousin Jordan. Still to this day. And she says, do you remember when I told you that one part of that movie? And it was like so funny. I'm like, it's not funny.
No.
She ruined it. And I told you I was going to ruin it because it's
don't
an
ruin,
old movie.
Don't ruin the movie. Don't ruin the movie.
It was, I'm not going to ruin it.
Wait, what was the movie?
The movie was, what is that? What's this? The girl who sings?
Oh, okay.
Only
Selena.
hope. Something.
Selena dies.
You're my only hope.
Oh,
what is hope?
yes.
Everyone
A Walk
sings it.
to Remember.
That one. I sing
That's
that song
not
at every
at
wedding.
all how it goes.
Okay, whatever.
By the way, that was John Foreman.
I
Switchfoot.
sang that song at every wedding that there was in the world.
In 2002 and 3.
3 years
yeah, I was gonna
straight.
say. Because
Never
everyone saw Walk
ended.
to Remember, and they were like, dude, you know what I want my marriage to be like? That movie where that girl has cancer and dies after 7 minutes.
You just told me not to say that.
I'm just saying it's like 2018.
You completely did.
It's been there's a time limit on spoilers, and I'm just saying, why would you want that at your wedding? You're like, can you play that song from that girl who has cancer and dies? That's
It
what I want
is
my marriage
so
to be like.
sad.
Short enough that I still enjoy it.
Unbelievable.
I'm just
This
saying.
is baggage.
I'm
This is
just
all
saying.
baggage. I want to just revisit that. But my point is that Jordan, now that you spoil alerted everyone.
Yeah.
She says to me, she's like, I just want to tell you one part. I just want to tell you one part. It's all I want
Oh,
to tell you.
I hate that. Let
And
me
I'm
just
like,
tell you one thing. Let
I
me just tell you
don't
one
want
thing.
to hear one thing. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not listening. She's like, let me just tell you because the girl has leukemia.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, she could have been
No,
miraculously
that was
healed.
the hit. That was the main thing.
Yeah.
That was the main problem.
Duh. I mean,
do we have a caller?
The whole movie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh,
Hi.
good morning. Did you try to call earlier?
No.
No, I was not that guy that
Oh.
dialed you guys.
Yeah, exactly. They're dead.
Oh my god.
It went horribly bad.
This is
We
taking a
tried-
turn for the worst.
We tried. I was trying to Morse
is worse
code.
than
I tried
catching
everything,
15
and it
fish.
wasn't working.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You didn't get one of these?
Oh.
No. See?
No.
3. Wait,
Nope.
what's 3? Because 1 was you're in trouble.
And
2.
you did do 3,
You do 2,
so-
you're not in trouble.
Thinking.
But if you do 3,
Mm-hmm.
you're off topic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm off.
Hi.
Steve-O, by the way, this is your boy Foster.
Hey, Foster, how are you, man?
Who's Foster?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
You're not my boy Foster because I don't know if we met.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
I don't know if we
Well,
have.
when you call
But
in, I
anyway.
want to say like, hey, it's my boy Foster.
Well, now you're friends. Tam, Foster, Tam.
Okay.
Now
hi.
you're now I'm your boy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, what's up, my
But
boy
she's
Foster?
like on a diet right now, so I don't
I'm
know
not
if you
on a
guys can
diet.
hang out. Because if you didn't know this, Foster is
I'm not-
Australian for beer.
I'm not on a. Not on a diet.
I'm sure you can get that all the time. Actually, you
I
probably
do.
that you need better friends.
I know.
I'm gonna go.
Anyway,
I gotta go.
okay. So back to the whole movie list and everything. My wife wants to buy tickets for the Avengers, and I'm super excited that she's excited.
Yes,
super excited.
But at the same time, I'm like, I know she'll probably ask questions and be like, well, how does this relate to that? How do these characters relate? And I'm like, oh, babe, I love you so much, but I don't know if I want to answer all these questions.
Right. So you go see it like day of and then go re-see it with her. That way you already know and you can like be her helper. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
I don't know.
It's true.
I don't know, Foster. It
What?
feels like you can't really experience like the movie.
It's Avengers Infinity War. Ain't nobody got time to answer who the Vision is. It was like, bro, I don't know, the dude from like the last 2 movies?
Or you could just lean over and say, I don't know yet. I'll talk to you about that afterwards.
Should I have her make a list and I'll have her answer questions after the movie?
Preemptive question. That was actually on the guy's list. For those that are just joining us, a dude made a list of like, these are the list of rules if you're going to see Avengers with me. And they're pretty good. One of them actually was, you got questions, write them down. I'll answer when it's over.
So she's going to bring a notepad into
that's also,
the thing.
because then she's just going to be confused the whole
and then I'm
movie.
just going to take her phone out and try and do it on that. And there was like, please put your phone away, ma'am. Thank you.
I don't know.
But if you put the phone on, turn the screen, the screen brightness down all the way.
I try
all the
that.
way.
Sometimes it brightens itself on its own.
This is true.
I hate it so
I do
much.
too.
Drives me
Gosh, so
crazy.
very much. Anyway.
And then people start looking at your text.
Yeah,
and it's like, what are you looking at?
I don't know. Dude, it's good to hear from you, Foster.
Hey, good to talk to you guys.
All right.
Keep it up. Love you guys.
Love you too, bro. I met that dude when we went out to Life Church. He's a good dude. Yeah, he volunteers out at Life Church in Rio Rancho. Craig Rochelle, Pastor Craig.
That's him?
No, well, that wasn't Pastor Craig. That was a dude that volunteers at Life Church that I met at Life Church.
That's cool.
Okay.
He sounds like a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy.
You said
He's from
another church-
Oklahoma.
Oh, well then clearly, because my grandpa's from Oklahoma.
Well, that's where Life Church originated.
Well, that's where lots
Pastor
of
Craig.
life originates in general.
Oh.
I mean, they're from Oklahoma.
Are you saying all life started in Oklahoma?
Like
the Garden of Eden was in Oklahoma?
the Garden of Eden was
'Cause that'd be
probably
odd.
highly likely
It's
in
really
Oklahoma.
weird because then it took
I need to
till
double
like
check my
the
facts, though.
1200s for anybody to care about this place.
I will double check my facts.
I shouldn't say that because then people that were like originated from here, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, would be like, yo.
And they'll be like, are you old Earth or new Earth? And
Wait.
then that's going to start.
Yeah. And you're like,
And then you're like, is the Earth round or
can
is
you
it
be
square?
like, instead of old Earth or new Earth, can you just be Earth? Like, yo, I'm just Earth.
Hey, you know what we should do? What we should do, and we could patent it, and we're recording it right now, so
Yes,
no one can
so
take
no
our
one can
idea.
steal this.
No one can steal it. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? Oh my gosh, the museums are gonna love me. I'm going to create a ball that looks like the Earth, and I'm gonna call it Earth Ball instead of Nerf Ball.
Oh my! I was like,
it's gonna
what?
be an Earth gun instead of a Nerf gun. And we're going to, and it's going to, and on some of the balls of the earth, we're going to write great words like love and caring and kindness.
Then shoot
and
people.
shoot people with it. And we're going to say, I'm going to shoot you with some kindness. Hey, what would be funny? World peace on an earth ball. What are your thoughts? Right? We're going to make a fortune. Oh my gosh, we're rich. And when we make all this money, we're going to give it away.
Wait, what? No, why would we give it away?
Yes, why would you keep it?
Because I need it to pay bills.
Well, you pay some bills and then you don't need it anymore.
Oh, man.
Then you pay other people's bills.
That's true.
See?
Gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's patented. Don't even think about taking it. I will revisit the tape and you will go to jail. I'll see you in court.
I don't know if that holds weight, man.
I think it does.
Okay.
It's copywritten 2018 today, 9:38 a.m. 4/17/2018.
Gosh. It is a morning invasion. We are live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Steve-O and Dan.
Yes.
Oh, dude, okay. Transitioning. We got to talk about this because I was waiting for you to be in here to tell this. We always talk about train wrecks when it comes to one song in particular.
Okay.
It's a very important song. What song is that?
The national anthem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you give me the first couple lines of the national anthem, please?
Oh, say, can you see?
Yeah.
Not, oh, say,
Okay.
can
What's the next part?
By the dawn's early light.
I'm sorry, by what?
By the dawn's early light.
By the dawn's early
like
light.
the dawn.
Oh, yes.
The dawn.
So you know Rachel Platten of Fight Song? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. I don't know the words. Yeah. Sadly, she made the list, yo. She just made the list.
What did she say?
She is in that exclusive club of people who just straight up ruined it.
Can I guess? Was it the word dawn?
Here's the thing.
Let's
Thankfully,
talk about what she could have
well,
said.
this happened at a soccer game in America, which means nobody saw it.
Watching. Okay. Soccer's great.
But no, it's actually all over the internet. Here's what she did. Here's what she did. I don't even know if I want to share.
Did she switch the word dawn to like bonds or like cons?
By the stars. Oh, she started over. What's the word?
Dawn's early light.
Oh, yeah, dawn. Oh, yeah, dawn's early light. Dawn. Sorry, dawn. Okay. You got it. Yes, dawn. Woo! I'm just saying.
I can't.
She said by the stars early light, and then she stopped and then restarted it and then said by the stars again. And then said, can someone tell me the next line, please? I felt so bad for her watching this. I almost didn't want to talk about it on the radio.
I can't.
Because I don't want to make fun because
I hate
it's
this
so
moment.
nerve-wracking.
This is the worst.
To do the national anthem. She told People magazine that she cried after it was over. She said, it was like a test that you know all the material to. You study so much, and you get in there, and your mind doesn't cooperate with you.
Well, I wouldn't know that because I got held back in 4th grade.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Wait. You got held back in 4th grade?
It's a long story.
Why did they wait till 4th grade? I got held back in kindergarten because I was like a tiny little guy, and they were like, he's going to get beat up.
Okay.
He needs to stay back. So I got to do kindergarten
That baby
twice.
needs to grow. That baby needs to grow
just
before
so he can
goes
flourish.
to the next grade.
I was 23 when I graduated high school. I'm just kidding. But I did it, guys. I persevered.
I was 27, so no
Whoa,
talking
that's
here.
good. All right, sorry.
That's a side note. We can talk about that right
Better
after
late than
this.
never.
Better late than
late.
never.
That's what I was saying.
My sweet mom, though. Okay, let's just go there, just for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Because my mom, seriously, like this is what's so funny is one, I was bullied in school. Okay, so there was like that where I just never asked a question because I was like, oh, if I raise my hand, I'll get punched in the face. Not gonna do that.
Oh my gosh!
So I didn't.
Did you go to School of Hard Knocks? Where did you go?
Right in the Bronx, baby. That's where I grew up, right off of Osuna Street. So then like I got beat up, and then so I never asked a question ever again from 4th grade on. But but what's crazy is because I failed everything, and so then my parents were like, you know what? My mom is so sweet. Every time like I'll be like, yeah, I got held back in 4th grade. Like 4th grade? Why did you get held back in 4th grade? Because it's such a random time, right?
It's so weird.
She's like, sweetie, it was just because you were younger than all the other kids. And she's like, tries to make up, and she's like, you know what? We knew that we started you way too soon, and this and that. And I'm like, Mom, here's the thing. Let's tell the kids the truth.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to lie to their face. And the answer really here is tell your family when you're getting bullied, or tell the principal if your family doesn't care. My family very much so cared.
Yeah, they cared
But
so
they
much
didn't
they held you back in
know.
4th grade.
They didn't know. I never told them, actually,
Oh.
which I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, okay? I know it hurts her every time I bring it up. Anyway, I got held back. What I'm trying to tell you is the national anthem.
Yes. Bring it back.
This is where, as an artist and as a professional, this is where it's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, dude.
Okay? Because even for Easter,
the Easters?
On Easter, you heard how I botched Grateful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, off key, and I couldn't hear the gzz in my ear, and I was like, I don't even know what the timing is. Whatever, who cares? I'll let the stadium sing it. I feel like I could have been more professional.
I think most people didn't notice because it was like,
maybe they didn't notice.
You know, we're
Who
here,
cares?
the layman, if you will.
Yeah. So I put the microphone down.
The lay person.
They
Sorry,
thought
guys. 2018.
So then, there's times when there's like that, and that was what, 20,000 people. So you got to put these people here. I mean, you got to put her here. I mean, I've sung at the PBR before and stuff, and I think there was a lot of people there.
You sang at a beer?
It's PBR.
What is PBR? PBR is like, isn't that Pabst?
No. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm
serious. This is where our worlds are different. It's a bull riding, the biggest bull riding thing that you could go to.
That's different
and
three
it was
letters
here.
for me.
Like, it was it was huge.
Okay.
Forget
I was
it.
like, dude, we can't do that here.
Yeah, Santa Ana Star Casino.
Oh,
whatever
a
it's called.
casino now, huh?
No, the
Wow.
resort, the big. Okay.
Jesus,
So I'm singing national anthem, and I'm terrified of it. So I know she's terrified.
Yeah.
And it's screwed up, and it's easy to say stars there. And even too, like when you say, or the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming, or the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming. What? And you can repeat it twice. A lot of people sing that line twice.
Wait, isn't it in the Rockets Red Glare next?
And the Rockets Red Glare.
Okay, I'm like,
but they forget it.
How?
It's like when you sing the ABC song over and over and over and over and over again.
I've never gotten that wrong.
And
you're
one
like,
day,
dang it, I put the L before the B.
And not the ABCs, like Jesus Loves Me or something. Or like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
None of this is working.
No, let me hear me out.
Okay.
You sing it, and it's the easiest song in the world.
Yeah.
And then one day, you're singing it, and you're like, Twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Right.
Like
and
a
it's
diamond in the sky.
Okay. Thank you very much for walking and proving my point. Okay.
Up above the world.
Please continue.
So
Please.
high, like a
Lucas.
diamond in the sky. Twinkle,
What about the third
twinkle.
verse?
What?
Gotcha. You didn't
There's
know,
no-
though.
Shut
you
up.
didn't know.
This isn't like
By the
Amazing
way,
Grace where it's
you-
like, turn to page 483.
You already screwed it up on your first try. So who cares? It's fine. And so that's my point, is you know that song.
You just
You've
start
heard it
making
a
stuff up.
million times.
You just make it up. You just keep going.
You probably could.
She stopped and restarted 3 times.
Oh.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what
I probably
you are.
wouldn't have...
Like a diamond flying high. We don't know, so that's... I don't know the words.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I wonder what you are. Just finish it. That's
Up
great.
above the world so
No,
high.
no, we're done. We finished the
Okay.
song. You don't start over.
Okay.
So maybe what you could have done there is not started over until she knew the word. Till she knew the word. Till she knew the word. Don't start over till you know the word. Also, I have a secret.
Oh.
When I sing the national anthem,
You write it on your arm.
I put the words in my pocket.
See, why can't... Somebody said that on the live line. Like, why can't you have the words in front of you? Is it like a misstep? Like, is it illegal to read the lyrics?
No.
Like you've got like a music stand in front of you with just pages
that
are blowing in the
there's
wind?
something...
Like, I can't see that line.
There's some
I
things...
don't know what I'm going to do.
There's also some things that are like, okay, remember when I sang for the police force and I like botched the
You
national
sang
anthem?
for the police? Like
Yeah.
Sting and everybody was there? Oh my gosh, I love Sting. Every breath you take.
I don't know why I thought that was so...
I'll be watching you. Just saying.
I sang for the police department, and it was this massive thing, and in Bernalillo.
And that's, you don't want to mess up. Like, if you're doing anything, it's like you're at a soccer game. If you're in front of police officers or like the military, it's like, they care.
It was so awful.
You don't mess that up.
I came in here the next Tuesday because it was on a Monday, and I'm off on Mondays. So I went out there and I sang it. Oh my gosh, I botched it. And then this is when what I told you guys. I was singing it, and I started too low.
Oh, you didn't have the little like harmonica?
I did not. It's the first time I didn't have my pitch pipe. And I was like, oh, say, can you see? I'm not going to start over, and I'm not going to switch keys in the middle of the song, because a lot of people just do that. They're like, on the ramparts, what happened? What did you just do? So I couldn't do that. So I stuck true to the key, which was embarrassing as ever. It was the most boring, lowest, unfortunate moment. They're never going to call me again. And I know that. It wasn't terrible. It was boring and low. And it was like,
it was
"For the
sultry.
ramparts we watch it, and the rockets red glare, the bombs were singing, na, 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 free, and the home of the brave." It's like literally
Like
so
a 7-year-old.
annoying.
A 7-year-old just
With
did that.
attitude. No, forget that. So it was so annoying. It was the worst. And I was like, done, over. So I called the guy who asked me to sing. And I was like, hey, I just want to throw it out there and tell you, thank you so much for having me. I'm really, really sorry about this whole thing. And yeah, I was sick, but they don't care if you're sick. Like, they don't care. Like this morning, I sang with this nastiness in my throat.
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah. You just got to sing through it.
See?
You know what I mean?
He
was like,
have you ever gotten
no,
paid? Like, is that a
thanks.
paid thing? Have you ever, or were you ever supposed to get paid and didn't get paid?
I've been paid before.
Have you not been paid?
That's
Like, has
all
it
I
ever
would
been,
do when I was younger was get paid for
it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's the song I started singing for people was the national anthem. I didn't
You're
know.
just like knocking on doors.
I didn't know it was the
Excuse
hardest
me,
song to sing.
Did a loved one just die? I do a great, amazing grace. You're like seeing people with like the streamers.
Did a loved one
I'm
just
like,
die? I do an incredible national anthem.
Listen, I'm not sure.
Just remember
if
they
you've
were
already
born in
booked
America.
anyone for the funeral, but hold on, listen.
No.
Amazing grace.
That was not even the right first note, and you know better. You said, amazing.
I was going to do the national anthem. Oh, sing
grace,
music.
how sweet the sound.
Oh my gosh, we have evolved into madness. Madness.
Anyway, that's the song I started singing. I didn't know it was one of the hardest songs to sing, and then I'm happy no one told me that.
Yeah.
Because it would have played tricks with my head.
Have you ever had to deal with like shady people that like were like, hey, we're going to pay you this much, and you go do something, and then you don't? How do you handle it? Like, because it's not like you can just take back.
I know.
The national anthem.
Take back what the
like,
devil
hey,
stole
I just
from you.
did that, and so
although that's happened.
Sometimes you can apparently because I've got a story.
Oh my gosh! I'll tell you if I responded the same way.
A 66-year-old dude named Andrew Higdon is a roofer in West Monroe, Louisiana. And back in June of 2016, he put a new roof on a woman's house. A new roof! Well, guess what? She never paid him.
Okay.
She says they had an agreement that she'd pay him when she got an insurance settlement, but he got impatient. And in December of 2016, he started asking for his money. Yo, I need to get paid. Well, she didn't have it.
Oh.
And I'm guessing she thought like, hey, what are you going to do? It's my roof. Well, she was very wrong. Because when she got home one day.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
She discovered that Andrew, the 66-year-old dude in question, 66-year-old dude in question, had repossessed the entire roof. He took the entire roof. So her house was completely exposed. Oh, guess what? It also started raining and caused about $11,000 in damage.
$11,000? Oh my God.
She went to the police. I'm sorry. I just can't imagine coming home and literally like your roof is gone.
I was just talking to my friend about this because I think she sometimes can get a little impatient. Like if her yard, like if the landlord doesn't do certain things. And so I can see her on like a bad day, like
Just
removing.
like, nope. 66-year-old dude in one day took her whole roof.
He got the right. Either that was pure rage and adrenaline.
Oh my gosh.
Or he got some serious help because someone was like, "You're 66. I'm straight up gonna help you.
I will help
I
you.
will take
This
that
woman
roof
took
down."
advantage of you. They've been trying to get
Man.
his side of the story, but he's been ignoring the police. So last week, sadly,
course.
they arrested him for criminal damage and trespassing.
Did they?
How weird is like I don't know whose side to take. Seriously, think
I don't
about
either.
that. She never paid him for the roof. Criminal damage and trespassing for causing over $11,000 in damage because it started raining and she had no roof. But she didn't pay the guy, right?
Yeah.
Scripture says worker worthy of their wage, right?
Well,
you
yeah.
you got to pay up,
But
homie.
also, like, that's a little bit of revenge. I would say maybe
mean-
what he could do is say, because we have, and here's the crazy thing.
Yeah, you tell me what he could have done.
If you don't have things in writing, you're in trouble. And it doesn't matter if you're BFFs with these people.
That's true.
It doesn't matter. You have to have things in writing. And a lot of people will ask me this question like, well, hey, yeah, my word is good for it. My word is good for it.
Word is bond, yo. Let your
I
yes
don't
be
know.
yes and your no be no. It's biblical.
I mean, yeah.
Trust my word.
It is. I get
Do you
it.
trust my
that was
word?
good. Trust my word.
Hey, trust my do you
on
trust
paper,
my
too,
word?
because that's what I want to see. That's
Yeah,
what I
but
really want to see.
But this is my word.
I want your word on paper.
But this is my word.
Yeah.
Do you trust me?
And we don't barter.
Do you trust me?
Anymore.
Aladdin.
I want to.
Take my hand. Do you trust me?
I not yet.
Do you trust me?
And they jump.
No, well, yeah, because
Is that the
like,
jumping scene?
yeah, because in the beginning it's like, do you
here's the
trust
thing.
me? And then she has to grab his hand and they jump. And then later when he's like, Ali, and then he's like, do you
Mr.
trust
Ali,
me? And then she's like,
blah, blah,
what?
blah, blah,
I know that
blah.
dude. You're Aladdin.
But no,
Movie.
this is not Aladdin.
Okay.
And this is a house. It's
But
a real
do you
house.
trust
and
me?
it's $11,000
you
in
trust me?
damage. I am going to tackle you off of that chair. You do not stop.
You can't. I'm in physical
Here's
therapy right now for my car accident, and I would die. It's the worst.
So I think that there's a big issue here. You have to put things in writing.
Yeah.
And since he didn't do that, he can't get upset.
I mean, she probably
he's
owes
still
him
mad.
quite a bit of cash.
She
It's
probably
a
does.
roof.
But that's what I mean is now he can't take her to court and get that cash back because he has nothing in writing. So you have to make that plan before you even do it. You can't like say. that
Somebody
you're not
said
gonna
he
do
was
that.
totally in the right. Don't pay your rent, you get kicked out. Don't pay your car payment, it gets repossessed. Pay your bills.
Sure.
He just repossessed the roof.
But did he do it legally?
I mean,
There was
it was
nothing
his
in writing.
roof.
There was nothing. If it was in writing, he should have done it legally and had some patience. Patience goes a long way.
It does.
It really does. Because when I've done something and no one has paid me, there was one time that did happen, and I got frustrated.
Okay.
Then I said to them, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that this was a paid gig. Unfortunately, next time I won't be able to come to do this, and this, and this, and this. And they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We thought that it was a mix-up for this, and this. There's been times when I'm not going to demand it and say, no, you're going to give me this, you're going to this, you're going to that, because I believe that God will give me double over. And I'm not just being a floor, like a mat to walk on.
So he was going to get 2 roofs?
I'm saying if he did it the right way, I bet he would have got all of his money back and not thrown in jail.
And an extra roof.
And an extra roof, probably, because he got that much money.
Man, that's cool.
And less back pay.
I mean, technically, he did get a new roof over his head because he in jail.
He in jail now. Oh, I bet you love that so much. Just kidding.
Welcome to Earth.
Balls. That's a great
oh my
idea.
gosh. We just had a comment on I think Facebook. Yes, Cruz says,
oh man, I should be looking at
this has been the most entertaining plotless quality. Damn. Praise be. Praise be.
Praise be.
Are you gonna hang out with me more?
I'm thinking about it.
Ugh.
Because you've been nice.
I have been. I was very
Which
nice today.
is-
You know why, guys? Because you got to pray just to make it today. And I started off this hour with prayer that I wouldn't fight you to the death.
Man, it's too bad that I can't tell you this story.
What? What?
Because, like...
You can't... We have to go...
I know.
Why do you do this?
And it was the best
We have
story.
like 20 seconds.
I know.
And you're teasing.
I
Can you
know.
tell it tomorrow?
Maybe I'll come tomorrow.
Don't do that
Okay,
to me. I'm being serious.
At
You
9
gotta, like,
o'clock?
you're really gonna...
Is
you're
it
gonna tell
9?
tomorrow?
Would I come at 9?
I mean, I don't know.
Quality Tam Wednesday?
I guess so.
Like a back-to-back?
Okay.
I'll
Just
come
quality
ready.
time. You're gonna
But you have to. Here's all you have to tell me is pray for yourself. But you have to say it like this: pray for yourself.
pray for yourself.
And then I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
Okay. You'll
That's
know.
it.
That's our teaser.
If you missed any part of the show, you can catch it on demand.
Yes.
Star88.fm. Go subscribe, please.
Yes.
YouTube.com/Star88FM. Facebook.com/Star88FM. There's so many ways to get the show.
You're not going to want to miss tomorrow either.
Go direct to iTunes or through Google Play. Yeah, get our show.
Yeah.
Get it, bro.
Yeah.
Just get it.
I'm happy I was here today.
I'm happy you were here too.
Thank you.
It was like, siblings from time to time. There's that rivalry.
Or sometimes.
But sometimes
they
they're
get
like
along.
they're in the same Honda.
And it's probably because
Uh-huh.
our mom likes the same pizza as I do.
Oh.
I'm gonna call her.
You get out of here.
I'm gonna call her. My mom said you were 4 and you were in kindergarten, Tamara. Don't do this to me on air.
We ran out of stuff.
Oh, we're done? Oh, it's over.
It's over.
They can't hear us anymore?
No, they can hear us.
Oh, bye,
No, we just ran out of
guys.
music because you keep talking.
Oh, because we went over the...
Again.
Okay.
I played it twice.
Love you guys.
Oh.
Miss you.
Until tomorrow.
Star 88. Is that my...
No.
Oh.
No, you don't say anything.
Oh.
You just stop talking.
Oh.
Stop.
We're out of time. Ain't no
no,
more.
I said no. Stop talking.
Time to go.
No, I can't play this until you stop talking.
Because ain't no
No,
more.
yeah, stop talking. Okay. That's it. Okay. No, I get the last word.
Why?
Because it's me.
Fine.
No,
but it's not 10 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, we are out of time. All right, we gotta go.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
Prayer should be much more than just a habit. It should be an integral part of an exciting relationship with God. But do you ever find yourself asking, how should I pray? When the disciples asked Jesus this question, he gave them a model prayer, what we call the Lord's Prayer. In the lifestyle booklet, Pray This Way, our pattern for prayer, Skip Heitzig leads you through this marvelous prayer.
Now, I've discovered when I approach God with the right perspective, that is,